I like how as soon as I said we're starting now, you made like another really loud sound. It's okay though. Nothing, no harm done. Our ears are spared because the filter makes it so that it's not super loud.
You speak untruth, you liar! Topical.
Topical is here. I'm a liar. Yeah, for saying I wasn't gonna stream tonight, and then we ended up finishing Dungeons and Dragons way earlier. We stopped on we didn't continue playing. We stopped on a little bit of a cliffhanger so we could have some time to relax and have the rest of the evening. So yeah, I guess that does make me a liar. What did I say specifically? I said no stream tonight as we are celebrating Hidden Guest's birthday. But alas, there is in fact a stream tonight. It's a bonus stream. Alright, I'm putting that in the title. You played D&D with your dad. Yeah, that is in fact what we did. He wished to do this for his birthday, and it was a lot of fun. Alright. Bonus stream. There we go. The title now says bonus stream. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pin closed lobby. Sorry. Smiley face. There we go. I believe it worked. I spelled it incorrectly. Unpin that.
Close.
Close lobby.
Lobby. Open lobby.
Alright, there we go. I think the volume's pretty good. I didn't want it too loud. The music sounds like Fairy Tail. I haven't seen Fairy Tail. I've never seen Fairy Tail.
I've seen too much of Fairy Tail.
Is Fairy Tail the one with
Yeah.
Is Fairy Tail the one with that annoying sword guy?
That's every anime ever.
I meant the guy who is an actual sword.
No, it's the one with the talking cat.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Happy. Yeah, that's Soul Eater. Street.
That's Soul Eater. Oh. Wow, a 10 streak stream. I mean, a 10 stream streak. 10 streaks. It's the one with the fire guy and the Dami Mommy, and a clan that fights other clans for sport. Naruto? What? I'm confusing.
They like go to a magic school. That's also like every anime, but
Oh, Fairy Tale. Oh. Interesting. Well, the way you described it sounds like we wouldn't have been allowed to watch this in college because our college had very strict rules for what we were allowed to watch in the dorms. Fighting other clans for sport. I don't know. That maybe that is endorsed. I'm not sure. All right. What is the next quest? You want to pick it? You already did. Ah, a primordial Malzeno. We're gonna do this so that we can make Micah's new weapon. I believe.
yeah.
Alright, let's read what it says. This is Bahari the Scientist. Primordial Malzeno. Just appeared out of nowhere. It's extremely dangerous, so we have no choice but to slay it. I'm sure you'll be fine, but don't get cocky. Make sure your preparations are in order before you head out. Is this one... Does this take place in the arena? No, this is in the Citadel. So we may want to get Spirit Birds.
I could do the one that is in the arena. There's also one, but it's a warning one.
That one is hard without what do you call it? Adding response party. What's it called?
Signal flare.
Signal Flare is in Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't remember what it's called in this one.
Oh, join request.
Join request. Thank you. That's it. We can do the one that's in the Citadel. Let's just get Spirit Birds. We can just chat while we run around getting Spirit Birds. I think that's.
Yeah, the
I
Citadel
think
one is nice. It gives you all of them up front, so we could fight it fast. We could start fighting it faster, but
we're more likely to die quickly, though. I feel like it's not worth it. I feel like it's fine to just fight it the normal way. But yeah, here we are. We're playing some Monster Hunter. If Kyle, aka Leon, had been available, we might have played Night Rain, but he was not available, as he has to do his job in the morning. Do your job! Let's go murder some monsters! Hi, how's life? Life's pretty good. Ooh, that's... Hold on, my hold on. I need to refresh this real quick. Give me just a sec. All right, open preview projector. There we go. Did that fix it? That did indeed fix it. Okay. All right, what's the best way to get Spirit Birds in this realm?
I go this way.
Okay, I'm gonna go not that way. I think there's some bushes, but I don't remember where. Okay, I'm just gonna get as many as I can. Don't forget to get the defense bushes as well. The health bushes are good, but only if you get the defense bushes. I mean birds, not bushes. Easy to confuse. Alright. Get that. I think it's these little like purple bushes, right? Nope. It's not. It's not. It's the other. I don't remember what they look like.
They look like a bigger collection of. I think they do have flowers, but.
Oh, I didn't know there was a little area up here with a bunch of honey. that's what they look like this. They look like this right over here. Yeah, it's like orange, blue, and pink flowers. It's not just the... So how is everyone doing tonight? How is the life? Besides, I mean, I already answered that it's going pretty good. I'm a little more nervous about working tomorrow than I usually am. Usually I'm excited to work on Saturday.
What's different?
I don't know, maybe it's a newfound sense of confidence. So I feel like I have more...
Making you nervous?
Yeah, it's almost like I have more responsibilities. So I have more things that I need to accomplish. Grand Vizier says today was actually okay, which is odd because... Oh, there's a correction. Because Friday at work is usually stressful. What makes Friday different from other days? Is it just a busier day? I haven't worked a Friday in almost 2 years. I don't know why I'm killing these guys. I guess because I can. Yes, the weekends are very busy in retail, especially Saturday. Yeah, I guess Saturday is different for me because I do a specialized thing on Saturday. So I get all the attention, like, sort of focused, laser focused in one spot. It may have been where I was positioned in the store, though. On Saturdays, I'm positioned in the very, very front of the store, and it's the busiest day of the week. So maybe all my years of bartending helped me to handle that kind of pressure. That's entirely possible. Huh, I didn't realize there were birds up here. Alright, I think that's probably enough. I don't have a ton.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
Just walking past this guy. I've tried to mount my dog, but he won't.
Kill the monster now? We're doing our best. Here it is. Ouch. Yeah, he doesn't do that much damage. Cool, it's like a griffin and a dragon? Kind of, yeah. This is the, what do you call it? The flagship monster of the DLC of Rise. So it's a bit of a spoiler, I suppose. No, actually, since it's the flagship, everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
So it's not a spoiler. This is the one they this is the one they advertised. Yeah, this one's really cool. It's very, very cool monster. Ouch. Okay, yeah, he still does a lot of damage. Hold on. We might need to go get more spirit birds. I'm gonna be killed if I'm not careful. I thought that was Magnamalo. Magnamalo is the flagship of the base game, Monster Hunter Rise. Oh, did I say Monster Hunter Rise? I meant Sunbreak. This is Rise Sunbreak. It's a pretty cool theme song in my opinion. Alright, I need to heal. I'm gonna get killed. I got killed. I don't mind being spoiled though. I looked up stuff on that one Monster Hunter database site. I misread that the first time as I looked up stuff on that one Monster Hunter dating site. And then I corrected myself midway through reading it. That didn't have a spirit bird in it. That also didn't have a spirit bird in it. Data based. What? Oh, database. I get it. Sounds like a website Joey should be on. Because he's based, I guess. That's pretty funny. You should tell him that. This is Joey character. You say he is based, huh? I don't think he qualifies. He doesn't qualify as based. What does he qualify as? Cringe? Cringe is the opposite of based, is that right? I don't know. I've discussed this before. How is Joey not based? I don't know. I've never really figured out the perfect definition of based, so I'm not sure. I'm getting more spirit birds, by the way.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't want to, like, lose this for us. Also, I forgot to drink a mega demon drug and mega armor skin. And since I'm doing all this stuff that's, like, that's not fighting the monster, just to appease everyone, I'm going to go into the gesture menu and I'm going to do... where is it? Mew Mew. There. Hope you guys are happy. Alright, let's go get a... where's the red one? I don't want to say on here. That's fair. I'll get this little spider. Look how cute. Look how cute it is, guys. If you guys don't like spiders, I guess you wouldn't think it's cute, but I think it's cute. That is pretty cute. Yeah, I like them. They're very cute. I wish you could actually have pets in this game like you could in Monster Hunter World. Like in your house. They didn't put that in this game, unfortunately. Oh, here's a bit of a trick if you're ever playing this game. Throw kunai at these guys, and then you'll be able to get 3 items instead of just 1. If you kick them, you'll just get 1, but if you throw kunai, you'll get 3. It would have made a good Pokemon, too. Yeah, it would. It would have, yeah. Wow, we are going way up here. Okay. Cool, I'll remember that if I come back to this game. Yeah, it's a neat tip that I learned online. Okay, how do I get up there? I guess just jump? No, you can't climb the ice. Oh, I guess I can go up here. And then do that. Okay, that worked. Where's the other one? I don't know where the red and the blue one is, or the green one. This map is kind of hard to navigate. At times. Alright. I think that's plenty. I can go back to fighting the monster now, I suppose. Alright, I'm good with fighting it if you are.
I am fighting it right now.
Alright.
Oh yeah, if you can, try to break its wings.
Its wings? Okay. This guy has a lot of health, so I like how I missed every single attack in that combination. Very helpful. Oh, good.
God.
I guess this guy's tough. We might have to do a join request.
Yeah. If we die again, I guess we will.
It's gonna be a close one.
It wouldn't let me use my wire bugs to get away, so I was like just laying on the ground, and then my character stood up and then killed me.
Yeah, so that Curio stuff, I don't remember what its status effect does, but it's very bad. I think it makes it so your attacks do less, and also your healing does less. I'm not sure.
Yeah, your healing does less, but your attacks heal you.
Oh, that's right. Your attacks heal you, but your
healing is like cut in half.
your healing's like cut in half. Yep. Are there any VR Monster Hunter games? There might be some arcade games in Japan that are like that, but I don't think so. Not that I've seen. I know there are VR games in arcades in Japan for certain franchises that don't have VR, but I'm not sure about this one. That was some crazy dodging. This monster is insane. Yeah, we literally went up, like, we spiked in difficulty. I can't even find an opening. Okay, he's like teleporting all over the place. He's like he's like Dracula. It's if Dracula were a dragon.
Worse.
That was a good hit. This guy's crazy. Yeah, this guy is really crazy. We were gonna do like a slow build. We're gonna slowly build up to some crazy monsters as we play. Because that's kind of the method in Monster Hunter. It gets crazier the farther you go. Okay. Dodge the things. Okay, I dodged it. We're good. Nope. I somehow dodged it by doing a Superman dive. We're okay. Alright, now he fell over. Attack him. Try to break his wing. That was a good hit on his wing. Didn't break it. Another good hit on his wing. That was incredible. Someone clipped that. Just kidding, you don't have to. But that was really cool. I actually knocked him backwards. No. Yeah, that's fair. Are you in an obstinate mood today, Topical? Because I lied about streaming. Topical likes to be in control, if you haven't heard. He doesn't like to be told what to do. I was betrayed. I don't think you were betrayed. I think you would have been more betrayed if I said there was going to be a stream and then I didn't stream. This is the opposite. This is like saying you're not going to get someone flowers and then you do. So that's not betrayal. That's a surprise. Do not confuse being surprised with betrayal. I am JK, by the way. I didn't know you wrote Harry Potter. That's incredible. Did you like that one?
It was like...
It was okay. No. Wow, harsh crowd tonight.
I mean, she doesn't even go by... I mean, technically she goes by JK, but...
He's tired. Hi JK, I'm JFK. Ow. This guy's... Well, it's over. We lost.
Uh-oh.
I've been killed. I ate too much sushi today, and my stomach is upset. Well, isn't that kind of your fault? Why are you taking it out on me?
Dang, I didn't get the part from the broken wing.
Have you
Sushi
considered
sounds so good right now.
evacuating your bowels? Sorry, that was disgusting. Could you have eaten something a little too raw? Too raw? It's just 100% raw. There's no such thing as too raw. There's only raw or not raw. What do you... I went to...
It's not good. Partially cook it, yeah.
I went to Sushi Village very hungry, and my eyes were bigger than my stomach. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna call you out. In the future, whenever you say that I don't know, you have self-control, I'm gonna remind you that you do not. Remember how that happened to Joey once? I remember I went once with one of my coworkers, and I stopped eating, and all my friends stopped eating when we were full. But this guy just kept ordering food, even though he wasn't done with it, and then we had to finish eating all of his food, and we felt so... It was like, it was a combination of, like, you're supposed to eat it all? I know, this guy was, he was not very considerate. Hey, that's not a very nice thing to say. Wait, was that person me? I don't know, I think you did that a few times. But it wasn't as excessive as this instance. I don't know, people just, when they went to that place, when they went to this sushi place, they just lose all sense of regular meal portions. It's like, sorry? Oh, no, you don't have to apologize. You're fine. Finish the food before you reorder. The problem was that he ordered it at the beginning. We were like, are you sure you're going to eat all that? And then he was like, yeah, I definitely will. And then he definitely did not.
Sometimes that happens. You think you're hungrier than you are, and you
Yeah.
eat like 5 sushi, and you're like, "Oh, I'm actually full now."
Do you want to
I
use...
ordered 3.
Yeah, that's true. Did you want to do join request?
Yeah, I did join a quest. Do you want to do the arena one instead?
If you're gonna do join join request, do the arena one, because the arena one's a little bit faster. Now, granted, the join request people might faint, so we might have to try a couple times, but that's okay. I got 1.5. Sorry, what were you saying?
I just said that's okay. We might faint. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't usually faint on this one. I know his pattern in this one pretty well, because of the arena shape. All right. That Malzeno variant has reared its ugly mug again. Some reports are saying that it's behaving differently than before. The details aren't clear, but what is clear is that this thing is going to be a lot tougher this time. Stay on your guard and good luck. Also, I have some news about our retro games streams. We're going to play some Mega Man at some point. I don't know when in the future, but we are going to play it. I've decided it is time to play some Mega Man because I like platformers. And I think Mega Man looks cool. I've heard it's really difficult though, but that's fine. Alright, join the quest. Okay, hold on, what are they saying? Topical says, I got 1.5 more rolls than I should have, so I ate 9 pieces of sushi more than I should have. That's a lot more pieces than you wanted to. That's a lot. I don't like, that makes me sick to my stomach thinking about that. There is a store near me where you can get sushi. Good luck. I tried playing those ones without being able to save. It's tough. Well, fortunately, we'll be playing the Legacy Collection, which will allow us to use save states and rewind. So we'll be fine. And we will gratuitously use them. I am not trying to be thorough about beating Mega Man and authentic. I don't know. Maybe as we get further into them, I'll start doing that, but I don't know. I already ate. We're good. Okay. I like the way my dog sits very politely when I'm waiting for the food. He's a good boy. Yeah, he is a good boy. Thank you for deleting that spammer, Topical. I appreciate it. Although I like the name of the spammer. Glorious Housing 77. Just 2 random words. Very good. Alright. You want to wait for them to arrive or just go? Don't forget to grab... do you want to grab the Orortal? Let me look at it. Let me look at the Orortal first. There's another creature for you guys. He's a turtle with an anthill on his back. Have I taken a picture of this? I don't know if I have. Well, now I have, if I haven't before. Sounds like something a communist country would call an apartment complex. A what? An Orortal? I guess. I'm not sure. Cool. I'd love to see more Monster Hunter's ecosystem. That's one of my goals, actually. If you go to the Hunter's notes, here, it actually shows your picture where you've taken pictures of them. See? That's one of the coolest things about this game. So you can play Monster Hunter kind of like a biologist. I really like the picture of the Anjanath that I got. Where is it? That one's alright. That one's alright. This one. I like this one. This one's... Oh, I meant Glorious Housing. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know. Some of these pictures are okay. But it's just kind of fun to take your own, like, sort of creative photos of each monster. What's that one? Tigrex? Okay. I don't know. Some of these are kind of, like, just nondescript little creatures. I don't know. It's fun. Anyways, that's enough. Picture time.
You ready?
Pictures. Yes, I'm ready if you are. Has anyone joined us yet?
Nope, not yet.
That was a nice close-up on your character. Alright, he's even more aggressive in this quest, so be careful.
That hit me. I was behind him.
That did so much damage. Okay. I need to focus.
Okay, we have a
Cole? Okay.
I don't think the quest goes out until we go into the...
Oh, no. I'm not sure about that, though, because once when I joined, there was 2 people standing at the tent. There might have been 1 person, so I might be wrong.
Oh my gosh. Leave me alone!
Okay, I need to check something real quick. Okay, just making sure my weapon had all of its gems and it's slotted into it. It does, so we're good. Ow. Ow. Oh my gosh, this guy's tough. He's basically wiping the floor with us. Alright, a rogue samurai has joined us. His name is Cole. He just got slashed. Loze? Cole. Cole is gonna die. Cole just died. Alright.
It's not even...
It hasn't even been like 10 minutes.
This is bow gun though, so he might do damage really fast.
You're right.
Maybe if we just keep it distracted, we can...
Yeah. Just keep running around while that guy, while Lowe's shoots the gun at it. So far, so good. Yeah, he seems to be doing lots of damage. Man, this monster does so much damage. I forgot this isn't Night Rain and was surprised you could have 4 players. Nope, not Night Rain. Okay, I didn't know which direction to swing because he was moving around a lot. A gunner main also. Respect. I didn't know that you were a gunner main. Is that a light bow gun? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is. No, stay away from the one guy doing damage. Yeah, look at, he's like literally, his shots hit it like 8 times. I've hit the monster like twice. He hits it like 8 times every couple of seconds.
Yeah. I also sometimes forget. Sometimes people use that skill where they get more damage and defense by losing. So you might have done that intentionally. Nice. I hit him really hard in the wing. Hopefully that was good. Ouch.
Ah!
Are you okay? Alright, you good?
Forecast with that.
You farcastered? Okay, that's intelligent. Good work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy is doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, he is. He's probably done
The majority
damage
of the
than-
damage, yeah.
all of us put together because he's constantly hitting it. I'm like, hit it, run away, have to heal again.
Yeah.
Hit it like twice, run away. He's just like constant.
Ow. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're good, we're good. I'm fine. Maybe? I can't tell. Okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna do like a laser attack. Okay, nice.
I think he does have a one-shot.
He does. I'm trying to be away from it when he does it, but it's hard to tell when he's gonna do it. Estus Flask? Yeah, basically. He moved away right at the last second. Dang, he like teleports right as I'm trying to do an attack.
Yeah.
It's like trying to fight like a Super Saiyan or something. Except it's Monster Hunter. What a cool monster. I agree. Okay. I was like, is he gonna do more? Oh, is this it? Oh, that did a lot of damage. It didn't kill me instantly though. Oh, is he? This is it. This is it. Run away! Run away! Get out of there! No!
Nice, I was able to
I dodged it.
dive.
Cole died before he even did the explosive part.
Yeah.
Cole just might not have ever fought this before. He gets his wings. He gets his wings in this cloak-like shape before he teleports. Reminds me of Meta Knight and Smash. Yeah, yeah. That you're right. So the reason Monster Hunter is really great to me is because it's a slow escalation into being able to fight stuff like this. If you took like a newbie player and had them fight this, they wouldn't know the second thing about what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas you could throw... That was embarrassing.
But also, to be fair, we know how to fight this, but it's still hard.
Yeah, it is, yeah. We do know how to fight. We have fought this guy, but it's still difficult. So it is a real challenge. Meta Knight, more like Beta Knight. Good one. Look at Graham's chat. That's funny.
I'm sucker corner.
Gosh, the reach on his wings is insane too. I was way over here and I had to block that.
Yeah, it's literally
Like half the stage.
yeah.
Alright, you gonna come over here? Nope, he's going over there. Alright, maybe now go over here? Nope, he's staying over there. That's not good. Wow, he dodged it. Okay, maybe Cole does know what he's doing. He's just being reckless. Okay, please stop. Please stop. Please stop attacking me. Oh my gosh, I need help. I need help. I need help. Okay, we're good. Oh my gosh. That was insane. I don't know what that clip is, but thank you for clipping it, I guess. Ooh. Okay, we're all alive somehow. He's so aggressive. It's colorful, real sparrow, humble life, of course. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my god. Oh shit, that thing.
Like, I'm hoping he'll teleport to right in front of me and then I'll kill it. Like just, like, knock it out of the air. Oh my gosh. This is insane. I'll try for ailments. Okay, well, get out of there. Okay, we're good. Okay, yeah, I'm sort of keeping my eyes on Cole. I'm keeping my eyes on his health so I can use a Dust of Life if he needs it. I'm playing as a support character right now, a bard.
Yeah, that's mostly fine.
Alright, go for his tail. Try and cut it off. Oh, we did it! Whew. Okay, that was tough. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Paint me French. Good job. I'm going to bed now. That's just my public service announcement to Monster Hunter community. You should watch the clip. What'd he say?
What do you say? Yeah. Hopefully I get the part.
Did you get it?
I got exactly one. Just all I needed.
Alright, I watched the clip. It was a close-up of my character's butt when I got thrown into the wall.
Nice. Monster Hunter
Nice.
cheek.
Monster Hunter cheeks. In this community, we're not offended by objectification. Alright. Let's see if you have enough to make it, I guess. How much do you need to make it?
I do. I have enough.
We aren't? I mean, I'm not. I think Topical says I think it's the best clip I've made. I'm really not super like politically correct in real life. So like I don't really care if things offend people. Yeah, we've already streamed Stellar Blade, exactly. That's kind of I kind of want this to be like a free realm of all forms of vileness. I don't endorse it. But I want freedom of speech to reign supreme. But I don't want to break terms of service, obviously. So if people want to be pervy, I don't really care, as long as it's not harassing anyone, you know? Because anime exists, and anime is already very much like that. It has a lot of very ecchi humor, and that doesn't really offend me. And I would hate to have a community that was like so offended by stuff like that. The terms of service makes you seem inconsistent, to be fair. Yeah, it's like it's like going to a new culture and following their rules. It's like you're not sure if you're following all them. You're just playing it safe, you know? It's like you go to like the bazaar and they're like, by the way, when you buy the object from the salesperson, you want to bow like 3 times and like say like thank you 3 times or something. I don't know. There's a lot of customs and cultures that are kind of wild. And I think that's okay. It's hard to keep track of everything. I think that's why a lot of people, when they hang out with their friends in private at their house, you know, they're just like, you know, drinking beer or like eating food and hanging out watching movies. People just say whatever comes to their mind. They don't think about all the rules. They're just kind of living their life. And when people offend each other, I think they're usually able to make amends. But I feel like Twitch isn't really like that. Twitch is a public forum, so. Can I say the Q word? I don't know what that is, so don't even. If you have a question about whether or not you should say something, the answer is probably that you shouldn't say it. That's what I would say. That's the rule that I follow on Twitch, at least. If I'm unsure, don't say the word, you know? Ooh, pretty. Look at that crazy weapon you just got. Nice. Oh, it has like 4 really good slots, so go put good stuff in your...
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I need to do.
Yeah. Maybe like quick switch, or the one that lets you... Well, you're also not allowed to vaguely vaguely imply words that are not allowed by the terms of service either, so I'm just going to ignore your description. Was it Cobra who said that? That was indeed Cobra. Hello, Ghost. How art thou? Sixth letter? Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't really think about these things. I'm also illiterate, so doing good. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, we didn't think we were gonna stream tonight. Actually, we were gonna stream on Saturday at the earliest, but it turns out the Dungeons and Dragons that we played tonight did not go as long as we expected because we left on a cliffhanger. Yeah, so we're just sort of playing some, I guess, some late night Monster Hunter. You want to do maybe like one more, Micah?
Oh, I don't have to go to bed anytime soon.
Okay, so as many as you want. Alright.
Alright, I'm just looking at all the things I can put into my...
Yeah, I mean, I recommend stun resistance if you don't have that already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, optional subquests. Let's do just large monster hunting, broken parts, tail severing, quests in the jungle. Okay, sure. I would have fallen asleep by now if my stomach didn't hurt. Well, hopefully we can give you some solace by hanging out with us. Accursed sushi. Never mind, it's my fault. Yeah, it's not the sushi's fault, it's your fault. Accursed me. That's funny.
Okay, I'm not gonna look over everything I can do. I'm just gonna fight something.
Yeah, just put whatever you think is best. You don't need to do all of it. Yeah, I wish this game had more unique cooking animations. Unfortunately, the sushi place didn't have Dongo. Yeah, I've never had Dongo, and I fear that I wouldn't like Dongo. I'm not sure, though. Because when I had the, like the curry bun, like the Japanese, like, fluffy curry bun, like the little, like, whatever they're called, like, it tasted so totally different than I expected. It was way more pillowy than I expected. Tabula says, I love mochi, so I think I would like Dongo. Yeah, see, I don't know if I like mochi. I kind of like it.
I love mochi.
You love mochi?
Yeah.
Do they make giant mochi, like the size of, like, pillows that you can, like, use as pillows? Hello, Stella. I feel like they must. Someone somewhere must make really big ones. It sounds delicious, but isn't it a sweet? How are you supposed to get a full meal from candy? I never really... I don't know. I think there's savory Dongo here. See, these ones, I think they're savory. Because they're, like, being cooked. I'm not sure. I never liked that the only thing you eat in this game is Dongo. It always bothered me about this universe. Or this village. It's like a custom I wouldn't follow if I were here. Yeah, they can be savory. I would also imagine that you could fill them. In 4 you have humongous meals. You have like feasts. It's like each meal is a huge feast. Speaking of feasts, I was very, very pleased to have had the opportunity to eat steak. I haven't had steak in a very long time, and we had steak tonight. It was very good.
That's good.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I think I'm going to get mochi tomorrow. Where can you get mochi? Is there a place that serves it? Wait, does the Motley Mix have an animation? Let's find out. I think it does. Okay, so there's a couple animations. The Asian supermarket / restaurant. As a kid, my dad would buy cheap steaks, and for a long time I just assumed they were supposed to be tough. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. My grandpa, although not on the same side of my family as him, was also like that. Man. That's like... Imagine, like, not knowing that something can be the greatest thing in the world just because you only experience a bad version of it. That's so sad.
Yeah, I know people who like make their steaks like very well done. It's a
Yeah.
little, like,
It's like beef jerky.
yeah, it's like not even a steak anymore. You're like, you ruined it.
It's like beef
You
jerky
really
with
did.
like, yeah. It's like beef jerky but with no seasoning.
Yeah.
I converted my father-in-law from well done everything to medium rare. Yeah, I order my steak rare. Sometimes in
You order
between.
rare?
Yeah, I often get it blue rare actually. I like when the
medium rare,
I like, yeah, I eat rare steak.
but I eat rare too.
Is one less healthy than the other? No, I don't think so. No, they're kind of all the same. But yeah, if I'm at a really fancy restaurant, like one of those Black Rock, well, Black Rock you cook it yourself, so you decide how cooked it is, but like those really fancy places, I prefer mine less pink. Well, that's technically medium well, I think. Somewhere between medium well and like well done.
Yeah. Well done.
But yeah, I usually eat my steak blue rare, which is like literally, it's like purple in the middle. Rare fillet for me, medium ribeye, and medium rare strip. I prefer. Well, you're wrong, Grand Vizier. All right, what's this next quest we're doing?
I just need some afflicted pelts now.
Oh, nice. I want my steak to bleed. Yeah, that'd be a blue rare, or at least a rare. I get burgers medium rare, just because burgers can be a little bit too gross when they're like not. I don't know. It depends. You never really know about the quality of the ground beef either. Oh, I was supposed to read the quest. Wait, do the affinity quests have a description? Oh no, they just say the same thing. Stella says, I've never had a steak. Really? If it's really blue rare, it's not cooked enough to have juices. That's true. That's part of the reason I like it. You don't lose anything. Not very common here. That's fair. You'd probably have to go out of your way to find a place that serves them, I think. Sounds like. It's not very good of me that the greatest extent that I have to Stella's I guess place of origin is like a video game. So yeah, I don't really know very much about that. Oh, I might have it all backwards then. No cows in the frozen tundra, huh? I just noticed your cat has like a little weird, like kind of like a Halloween. like a ghost.
Yeah.
Has it always been like that?
It has for a long time.
Okay.
After we
Alright.
fought what gives you that material.
Right. Where I live, there are beef cattle everywhere, all one solid color. Really? They don't have like spots? Okay, we're going this way, right? My friend from my Orthodox church is going to honeymoon in Finland. He gets there December 30th. The land of the Stella. Cool. No, I think having one color is specific to beef cattle. Interesting. Pig meat is more common to have for dinner. Steak meat is very expensive. I see. Okay, I almost always forget how to navigate the underground place of this. You just go through here, I guess? Yeah, like in the last episode, I didn't even know. Pork can be good too. Yeah, I went the wrong way again. Pork tenderloin is popular in my family. Every single time I've had pork, in the form of like just a steak, like a pork chop, it's always been too tough. It's like everyone I know who cooks it doesn't cook it. I mean, you have to cook it all the way through because it's pork. Where am I going?
No idea.
That means it was overcooked. That's possible. Alright, I finally made it. You guys can hear Red Wolf, correct? Like, you can hear him well over the game and me. Alright, here he is. It's the bird with the birds. And actually, those are kind of like, are curio birds or what are they?
I thought they were like bats or something. Vampires.
Yeah, vampire bats, I guess. Oh, nice! You came in with a giant armadillo to attack the bird.
Yeah, this is my dog.
That's your dog? You don't have to cook pork meat to 165 anymore. USDA recommendation is now 145, which is medium and still juicy and tender. Oh, I didn't know that. What changed? Is it the way we took care of the pigs? Did we genetically modify them? Genetically modified pigs. That sounds like a nightmare. Oh, today I admitted to someone that I didn't enjoy Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. I streamed that game a long time ago. Almost 8 years ago, I think. Better industry standards. It was one of those games that I was like, because I like the studio that made Amnesia, I have to like Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. Like, I supported it. I supported it with my whole heart. But I only just realized that I didn't really like it at all. Partly because it was too gross, and partly because it wasn't a good game.
That makes sense. Sometimes horror games like that are like, they try too hard.
Yeah. I wonder if I replayed it though, I'd have a different opinion. I kind of want to... Maybe I should replay it next Halloween and see if my opinion has changed, because it's not very long. It also could just be that I'm terrified of pigs. That could be it too. Not like little cute pigs, but like the scary like hogs that like eat you alive, you know? I guess like warthogs? No, warthogs are actually kind of cute. I guess it's just the really fat ones. I don't know. I'm not a fan of like... I'm not a fan of something that looks like it wants to eat you. Oh, do you have anything to say about the Game Awards, Micah? What was the thing that you anticipated the greatest? or that you anticipate the greatest regarding the Game Awards. We watched the Game Awards at the same time last night.
Oh.
For context.
What I anticipate coming up next year?
Yeah, or just in general. What reveal? What like?
That's a good question. I think Pod Racers looks really good.
Oh, Galaxy Racer.
Yeah, Galactic Racer.
Galactic Racer, Star Wars Galactic Racer. Yeah, that was a really good trailer. What about Fate of the Old Republic?
Yeah, I heard that they're not going to come out with that until like 2030 now, but I don't know if that was like a joke someone posted online or something, or if that's actually real.
Oh yeah, do you want to comment on the sweep, the Clair Obscur sweep?
Sure, it deserved.
Yeah, Micah's a big fan. I've never played it.
All 11.
Yeah. You said it should have won all 11?
Yeah, I'm a Clair Obscur. Actually, I'm not gonna say that, but
Which one didn't it? Which one did it lose to?
it only won 9
Out of the 11?
out of the 11. It still won the most awards any game has ever won. So there's that.
Did you see everyone chatting Resident Sleepers in the chat, in Derma's chat? Whenever the people would go up to do their,
Oh, for Clair Obscur?
yeah, anytime like someone would win, the person that would go up to speak, because they were tired of Clair Obscur winning, everyone was posting Resident Sleepers in the chat. Did you notice?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I understand that it's like annoying that maybe one game like sweeps the awards.
Yeah, I think people wanted variety.
And it doesn't seem fair. But if the game actually is better than all the other ones, then like, why shouldn't it win all of the awards? I don't know.
I think because there are different like things in the game development that can be highlighted. Like, I think the soundtrack is very good in Clair, but I honestly think that there were some pretty good soundtracks that were competing against it. Like Silk Song has a really good soundtrack, for example.
Silk Song is really good. Hades 2 is really good.
Oh yeah, Hades 2 has an incredible soundtrack.
1 doesn't mean that those guys are bad. It just means that they're in a bad year because we had so many other games. Or Clair Obscur is like, so, I don't know.
If it's so good, why aren't you playing it? I don't know. People have been trying to get me to play it for a long time. I mean, it's bad to say this, but I can say that the trailer didn't really captivate me. Grand Vizier says, when I was a kid, they gave awards to kids in my school, and one girl won tons of awards. That's because she was better than you, GB. I'm not saying that. That's what Topical said.
Either that or her parents just paid off the...
Oh yeah, her parents paid off the committee.
Now there's actually some that it won that I'm like, it didn't have to win that. Like, Best RPG, I don't think it needed to win that.
Right.
Like, I think... I heard someone say Kingdom Come Deliverance should have won that, and I'm like, I could be persuaded in that.
And I was really surprised that Best Direction wasn't given to Kojima, just because he's just a talented director. It has very little to do with the game that he made.
Yeah.
Also, isn't Jeff like friends? I mean, it's not, you shouldn't show favoritism, but like, you'd think that he would want to like show his support for at least one of the I don't know, Death Stranding could have won some of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think just getting nominated is a huge honor already.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And like not winning any is also a huge letdown.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know. I feel like that's happened at the Academy Awards too. Was Death Stranding 2 nominated for anything? I think it was. It was nominated for a few things. It was nominated for soundtrack, Game of the
It
Year.
was nominated for Game of the Year, yeah.
Yeah, it was nominated for Game of the Year. I thought they were gonna pull a Sekiro situation. Because in 2019, Death Stranding was against Sekiro for Game of the Year. And Death Stranding won 1 billion awards. It won like 6 awards or something. And then Sekiro won Game of the Year and nothing else, I think. I might be wrong, so you can double check. But I thought they were going to do that this year, where they give a bunch of awards to Claire and then they give one other game, like Game of the Year. It seems to be the trend. Silent Hill 2's remake sadly got nominations but no awards. Yeah, that's also true. But yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza did win Best Family Game. The mindset behind award shows is probably an interesting topic. Yeah, I'm sure people are writing a lot about it right now.
Yeah.
I also thought it was interesting to see people kind of like being really critical about games that I was excited about. Like The Forest 3. The Forest 3, people were like, meh. The Sons of the Forest wasn't that good. And I was like, but the Sons of the Forest was so good. And then...
It's a little weird because the Sons of the Forest was like... I don't know, the game trailer was like very highly... it leaned more into like sci-fi.
It did. It started with like a weird time travel thing.
For like the other one, it's more like obviously sci-fi elements, but
well, I mean,
starting more like a weird apocalypse, like experiment kind of thing.
Yeah, but like the ending of Sons of the Forest is so mind-blowing with regards to the sci-fi. That's one of my favorite things about it. It's so out of the blue, and I'm not going to spoil it because I want to play it on the channel. Ghost says Sons of the Forest was really fun as someone who didn't play the Forest. Yeah, I didn't play the Forest at all. I tried to play the Forest several times, but it was too clunky. The combat was too clunky. But man, Sons of the Forest, it worked better for me than Resident Evil. Wasn't there a game that was said to be Soma's spiritual successor announced? Yeah. Topical says, good job, thank you. I always feel bad for this guy when we fight him. He's so cute. He's the one monster that I'm like, why do we have to hunt these guys? They're just hanging out, you know?
This monster is you.
This monster is me.
Little pots and little rocks and
trinkets.
Like, ooh, I have another thing.
Yeah, you're kind of right. Was that the one where you wandered into a cave and got scared by a cannibal? Even I had to admit that was creepy how you got close but he didn't see you. Yeah, that's that one. Yep. If that ever comes to PlayStation 5, we're playing that like all day and night, forever. I love it.
All night.
Wow, I'm like bonking him in the head. And you're like preparing to bonk him in the head. But yeah, Sons of the Forest was really, really good. So I'm really excited for the Forest. I guess I should call it Forest 3 because that's how they marketed it. I'm weirdly intrigued by Pragmata, which I'm gonna play on Switch probably to see how it even runs. If it doesn't run well on Switch, I'll get it for PlayStation, but Pragmata looks really, really weird in almost a bad way, and that's part of the reason I'm interested in it. Because it reminds me of when I first saw the trailer for Alita Battle Angel. I was like, this doesn't look too good. And then I watched it and fell in love with it. So I feel like Pragmata is going to be the same way for me. It also kind of reminds me of the same type of game as a game called Wanted Dead, I believe it's called. You play as this really weird, like, Swiss criminal. She's like this really tall, redheaded Swiss girl, and she has a really weird, strong Swiss accent. And she's like in a weird, like 80s retro future. Wanted Dead is an incredible experience that like sort of captivated me in a way that no other thing has really ever captivated me in the same way that Alita Battle Angel did, but not quite as uncanny, I would say. So yeah, if you're bored and you want to look at a game that might be interesting and I'd like to play, check out a trailer for Wanted Dead. And let me know what you think. Maybe we'll play it on the channel someday. I followed one Swiss YouTuber once and I assumed he was a Hispanic American because of his accent. It is such an interesting accent. It is a really, really cool accent. Like I don't think I've ever heard it before I played that game. Alright, what's our next fight? Did you get the parts you needed?
Yep. Now we gotta fight.
Alright, next monster, I suppose? Oh yeah, we can go check out the owl while we're waiting. Interestingly said, YouTuber mainly talks about Monster Hunter stuff now. Oh, interesting. If you're only listening right now, I recommend looking at the screen for just a few seconds so you can see this. It's a baby owl. A Kahoot, sorry. It's extremely cute. Oh, can't you call your Kahoot?
Yeah. It's in the radial dial.
I don't know why I haven't done this. All stream, I haven't done this. Yeah, the Kahoot's really cute. The Kahoot is the excuse that they used for why we know where all of the monsters are at the beginning of the hunt. Instead of having to go hunt it down like in Monster Hunter World.
Oh yeah.
I completely forgot about that. I love the little nod of approval. Yeah, they're really cute. I like them a lot. Alright, let's see what we got. A Lagombi. Wait, I thought we were doing them in order. Are we fighting another afflicted monster?
Parts, yeah.
Okay. Alright, it's gonna be this. I won't read the summary then because that's the same one. We duped them. They thought they were gonna get another voice acted reading of the summary.
After this.
After this? Alright.
What do you think about Divinity? Really?
I kind of agree with Jerma about the trailer. The trailer was really off-putting. It also I also thought it was going to be a Witcher 4 continuation.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Witcher 2.
You mean as well? Or like a remake? Do you mean a remake of 2 or as well?
No, 2 as in as well.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was going to be Witcher 4.
I also thought it was a provocative and graphic trailer to show, knowing that people on Twitch were going to be streaming it. Seems kind of hypocritical because we're not allowed to stream stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're like, hey,
you can stream. You can stream Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't think you're allowed to linger on the really gross stuff. I don't know. I just felt like it was a little bit too much.
I've seen people stream date everything as well.
What is that? Like a dating sim?
Yeah.
I see. I'm not really familiar with all. Maybe I'm just me myself. I'm very tame. Because I know you're not allowed to stream certain games because they're too explicit. And if a game is popular enough, it breaks through that barrier. Is kind of my understanding.
So they just ignore games that actually are doing well.
Yeah, like you're allowed to play.
You'll be able to stream it because it's Larian.
Because it's Larian Studios, I can stream it. Well, I don't really want to. That was gross.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
I don't know. It's like, it's one of. I mean, I say that knowing it's kind of hypocritical because I'm okay with violence. But I don't know. There's something really. I don't know. The immolation in the Burning Man thing was a little bit much, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the whole point is that they was like all like the sins, because they were like glutton and
Yeah, but it
lust
was.
and
No, I get it, but it was disgusting, is what I'm saying. It was like, I don't really want to watch a guy who did nothing wrong be burned alive by a culture full of debauchery. I don't know. It just didn't feel right. It felt really bad. Maybe that was the whole point. I'm going to go watch this trailer. If anything, I'm trying to convince you to do the opposite, but what can you do? This is also the kind of trailer that I wouldn't be surprised if people remember it and then they censor it 20 years from now, and people are like, "No, I could have sworn they showed this." What trailer are we talking about? Divinity 3?
yeah.
Not to give it more attention than it needs, because I don't really like it, but that might be it might be a hot take that I don't like it. I don't know, the streamer we were watching, he didn't really seem too keen about it either.
Yeah, but I don't think he played. Did he play Baldur's Gate?
No, he's kind of
of.
he's kind of tame when it comes to gross things like I am. Even though he makes a lot of jokes that aren't really like gross friendly.
Yeah, he made he made a joke that was not.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try to go to bed again tonight. Why did you end the sentence and then... Oh, good night. Okay. Good night, Topical. Feel free to come back if your stomach continues to upset you. We're always happy to have you. Otherwise, have a good sleep, and I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else was in the thing? Resident Evil Requiem looks really good. I thought I was able to charge.
Yeah, I might even play it.
I thought I was able to charge through that, but I wasn't. If you liked that, you should play the Resident Evil 4 remake. You would love the Resident Evil 4 remake. It was so good. Remember the controls that you didn't like in Resident Evil 5?
Uh-huh.
Imagine if they like took the bad controls from the old games and made it like modern and new, but it had the same amount of action. That's essentially what Resident Evil 4 remake is like.
Yeah, maybe I would play it.
I think you'd really like it. Do I have a nullberry? I don't. This is annoying. This ice sound effect is super annoying.
Oh. Yeah, which game were you looking forward to the most?
You know, I didn't really have... There wasn't like a standout... This is the most exciting game thing. Because a lot of the games I was interested in, I'm more interested in them being available on the Switch. Like, I didn't know Pragmata was coming out for the Switch, for example. I didn't know that Resident Evil Requiem was coming out for the Switch as well. I don't know, it's...
Sure. They're coming to Switch too.
Yeah, I mean, we already know about the Duskbloods, so they didn't really show any new content about that. But I think I'm still the most excited about the Duskbloods, if I had to say my most anticipated game.
Oh, the Lara Croft games.
Oh, that was it. Yep, that was it. Yep, you got it. Hit the nail right on the head. Forgot about it. The Tomb Raider games. Yep, 2 of them. Yeah, the remake of the original one and then the new one.
Which is crazy because they like played them together, so I thought it was one game.
I thought it was one game too, but it was 2.
Yeah.
It's like, it looked really, really classic. It was like, oh, it's like classic Tomb Raider. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, I think the reason I forgot about it is because I think that game would go perfectly on the Switch 2 if they were able to do it, but it didn't look like it was going to be released on Switch 2. Because I don't need my Lara Croft games to have like crazy good graphics, like Shadow of the Tomb Raider or something like that. I want them to be kind of arcadey.
It definitely looked more arcadey than
Yeah, than the new ones. Yeah.
the new ones.
Okay, so I saw the trailer. Definitely a good first impression for those who like that sort of thing. You mean like witches, perhaps? I saw a lot of witches on Twitter that were like, "Yay, Satanism, huzzah!" And I was like,
I mean,
okay.
I think it's literally they build this. I think it's called like the Gate to Hell or something.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I'm not really into that sort of thing. I mean, you could be whatever you like to be, but for me, that's not really my thing.
What if it just turns out to be like a rip-off of it?
Story seems really good just from the pre-rendered footage. I've heard really good things about Divinity's story, so I wouldn't be surprised if the story was incredible. Well, considering that it ended up having bad consequences, I don't see how it's a good look for Satanism. Yeah, that's a good point. Everything got vaporized, right? Like they were like celebrating, and then they got vaporized by like the devil or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I mean, I was looking away because I was disgusted. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm sure it'll be great. I've never really been a story guy. Story has been like secondary to game feel and gameplay for me. Now, I did hear someone was hoping that it would be a the original Divinity games were more of action RPGs, kind of like Diablo. And they were hoping that it wasn't gonna have like it was gonna have like action RPG stuff instead of turn-based stuff. But I think they showed some gameplay, if I'm not mistaken, and I think didn't it say it was going to be turn-based or something? I don't remember. Did they show any gameplay of that one, or was it all story?
It's just like cutscene.
Yeah, I don't remember. I might be thinking of a different game. I might be thinking of Solasta, or was that what it was called? Yeah, I'm thinking of Solasta. So if it ends up being, what was it, Solasta? Is that what it was? I literally just asked that, but does that ring a bell?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really. I mean, you know me. I had difficulty getting through The Witcher because it was so dark. I played through like 80% of The Witcher. Got to like the very last part of the game where you like have to. Spoiler. I didn't continue because I didn't really. I felt so bad about all the decisions that I'd made that I didn't want to persist in the world that was so miserable that I had made. You know. Well, I didn't make it. If anything, I felt like I was being. I don't know. I was being given a world that was really bleak. Nothing wrong with The Witcher. Witcher's fine, but I was just really sad.
Yeah, the gameplay is so good, and the monster fights, and
Yeah, I know.
but also I like sad stories, so I love.
You do like sad stories, which
I love it.
which says to me that that's part of, is that part of the reason that like is that like one of your main deciding factors when you like enjoy a game, if it was sad enough?
No, I like happy stories too, but
It just adds to the fun.
just sad. I don't know. There's something about a good sad story.
Maybe. I like when a story is ambiguous. When you're not really sure if it's sad or happy, it just kind of ends very suddenly. Like it ends as quickly as it quickly and abruptly as it starts, I guess. I like stories like that. It's just like you're getting a snapshot of reality. I find that a lot of the more grittier stories are written better and more thought out than some happier storied games. That's fair. I suppose that's a matter of perspective though, because like Final Fantasy games can be relatively like deep but also happy, depending on which one you're playing. Sometimes they're really sad though, or they have sad moments in them. That's the thing. A lot of games have sad moments in them, and then after the sad moment is over, it's like they're remedied later. Like Tales of Symphonia is like that. Like rather than just be a game, like being a game that just ends really sad, and you're like, oh man, that's a bummer. Like Nier or something like that. Tales of Symphonia keeps going after it's sad. It just like the game doesn't end after the sad thing happens. And I kind of like that because it gives you like a full picture of like hope, I guess. I like games with a lot of hope. Unless it's a horror game. Horror games are sometimes good when they're bleak. But like Faith, the Unholy Trinity, that was at once a sad game but also a really uplifting game at the same time. Super Paper Mario and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games had great stories and they were rated E. Horror is usually supposed to be bleak. I don't know, I don't really want to generalize about all of horror because like Resident Evil games usually end with like the heroes winning and defeating the bad guy. So, and those are action horror, so. But like Slender is very bleak. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends.
Like Slender the Arrival, when I was done playing that, my skin was crawling. I was like, ew, this is a scary guy. Sometimes has good endings, sometimes bad endings. Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of games with multiple endings as well. Should have kept walking.
Have you ever played a game where you actually preferred the bad ending more?
I think so, yeah. Life is Strange, yeah. Yeah, Life is Strange, definitely. That town can go to hell, in my opinion. It happens in the real world too with movies. Sometimes the directors will rewrite the ending so it's more bleak. Like The Mist or The Butterfly Effect, for example. Butterfly Effect has like a theatrical ending, a director's cut ending, and like a TV ending, and they're all different. Or one of my favorite movies, The Vanishing. Famously, the original version, I don't remember which country made it. Someone can look up in the chat. The original The Vanishing, could you look up where that movie was made for me? I can't remember. But yeah, the American version, when they remade it in America, they changed the ending to be happy. And it kind of ruins the movie. And so, that's a good example of I prefer the bleak ending because The Vanishing is just such a powerful... It's a powerful telling about like human... I don't know, human desire for knowledge at the cost of great sacrifice.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Vanishing? Clockwork Orange, the book had... It's just called The Vanishing. Yeah, it's just The Vanishing. It's the one about the kidnapper. It's one about this guy who kidnaps this guy's wife. It's a serial killer, sort of. Well, he's more just like a killer. He's not really a serial killer. And the main guy is trying to figure out where he took her. It's really sad. It's a really sad story. I think it's not based on a true story. I think it's based on a short story that's based loosely on a true story. I don't remember. No supernatural elements? No, no supernatural elements. But it is considered a horror. It is considered a horror movie rather than a psychological thriller. Because it's less about the psychology and more about the trauma. It's easily one of my favorite movies, and people are always confused because they're like, I thought you didn't like movies like that. And it's like, yeah, but it's so well made. I don't think I've ever seen a better depiction of like a real scary guy. Oh, I love horror with supernatural elements, don't get me wrong. Horror without supernatural elements is sometimes interesting. Like, it's not like that's why I like it, but... Come and See is called an anti-war movie, but it looked to me more like a horror movie with Nazis as the monsters. Oh, I've heard things about that movie. I've not seen it. I've heard it's very bleak. It's like an anti-war propaganda film. Very, very well made. Did you ever look up what who made The Vanishing? Traded blows. Yeah, someone called it the scariest movie, and I thought it was an interesting choice. Yeah, I saw that. It was like someone said that, yeah. I don't remember who, but... Okay, where is that guy from? It was in a different language. The movie was in a different language. Tell me more about the filmmaker. Not just his name. I can't guess where he's from just based on his name. I don't want to mess it up. It was Dutch apparently. Oh, I wonder if Raina has seen it. I don't really like horror movies with bleak endings if the main character doesn't really have a say in the bleak ending. Like, I don't like movies where the main character is just like tortured and doesn't have a chance. In The Vanishing, it's like the character actually like willingly learns he willingly learns of the evil that the movie is about. So it's almost like, do you choose to live your life not knowing, or do you actually decide to be a detective and find out what's wrong and what really happened? That's why I didn't like Zodiac, because Zodiac is so... I mean, it's going to sound contradictory because earlier I said I like ambiguous endings, but like the Zodiac killer mystery was never solved, so we don't know anything. We just know how the people he killed died, and that's it. That's kind of scary to me. Whereas in The Vanishing, you actually find out like what happened, so it's kind of cathartic in a way. Catharsis is sometimes more important to me than the story, I would say. Anyways, not to go on and on about aesthetics. That wasn't my goal here. Didn't we find out who Jack the Ripper was recently? Maybe we could figure out who the Zodiac Killer was? Yeah, I guess if you believe that they did, I think that might have been someone's like doctoral thesis, and they just sort of like went along with it because it looked good. I like to think that we don't know, and we'll never know, because that was a time period when they didn't really have good forensic evidence. It's like, we'll never know if Joan of Arc is still alive, right? I mean, people can guess, but...
With Joan of Arc?
Yeah, there was a theory that she like got someone else to be burned instead of her because
Oh,
they found records of Joan of Arc's like they found records of Joan of Arc's lineage in like other like hotels and stuff. Not hotels, but like I guess bed and breakfast or whatever they were called, tavern inns. They found record of her having stayed at in ledgers at other places after she had passed away. Hostels. Yeah, I don't really know what it was like back then. I don't really. I'm not a historian. Never claimed to be. I, in fact, I would say that I doubt even my own knowledge sometimes. Like what I think I know about a certain author or what I think I know about a certain book, I'm willing to sacrifice it if I find better evidence for the opposite. That's why I'm always shocked when people are like, they tell me that I'm biased or that I have some reason for believing something that's different than what they want me to believe. And I don't know. I attack it with the idea that, okay, speaking of historical stuff, was Bram Stoker gay in your opinion? I have heard that in a most recent book that was published about him, the author of said book claims to have had private knowledge of his personal life because he read those letters and published a book about those letters. But I personally think that he very clearly lived a life that was pretty heteronormative. That's what I would say. Regardless of his true feelings, I think that even his letters suggest that he was living a relatively, at least for the time, standard life. So I think that any person who publishes a book that says the opposite is probably trying to either slander his family or perhaps make him more politically progressive than he actually was in his lifetime. I'm not sure. I've heard the claim from various like editorial writers that his books are about that, and I'm like, did you read his books? They're kind of just gothic romance stories. They're not about that at all. But that's just me. I just think sometimes it's weird slash funny how sometimes people will try and guess if historical figures were gay when they can't positively conclude it. Yeah, like what are we gonna do? Like speak to them from the grave? I mean, you can know for certain about certain people depending on what they say and the things that they do, but oh, I just got some feedback from you. That was weird. Are you still there?
you?
Yeah, why did that
Yeah.
happen? I can't hear you anymore.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
You're super quiet now.
Do you want to keep going? Or are you done?
No, I can keep going.
Okay.
Sometimes people try and guess if certain historical figures were on the spectrum too. You mean like the neurodivergence spectrum, perhaps? What spectrum are you talking about? Are you gonna pick a hunt?
Yeah.
Okay, you're really quiet now. Can you like... Oh, autism spectrum, Einstein, Tesla, etc. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I was actually like... Okay, say something. I need to do an audio test. I can't hear you.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh my god, that was so loud. Okay, so are you going to be speaking quietly or loudly like that? I need to know.
I'm gonna switch off. Quiet and then loud and quiet and loud.
Okay, could you not do that? Could I get some input from the chat about whether or not he's too loud or too quiet? I can't gauge. It's going like in the low lows and the high highs. I can't really tell what you're hearing. Say something, Micah. We need you to say something so they can actually hear you.
Oh, hello, hello. I am talking. How's that?
I don't know. I haven't heard from them yet. Tell Red Wolf to say something again. You have to keep talking.
Oh, okay. I'll keep talking.
A little low,
It's a
I'd
little
say.
low. It's
Okay.
a little loud.
It's a
My
little loud, but not by
grandvisors to
much.
the opposite.
Yeah, that's because you're going between them. Can you like fix the? What were you at
How's it
before?
doing that?
What were you doing before?
Uh, I don't know.
I mean, is your phone in the same spot? Are you using your phone?
No, I have to. I have to charge it right now. That's why it's different.
Oh. Do you have like a way to charge it closer to you, perhaps?
I could just not talk for 100 and we can.
But I'm not kidding. That defeats the purpose of us playing together. Yeah, good night, Grand. Thanks for hanging out. I hope our conversation was insightful and perhaps interesting. I hope I didn't draw any generalizations or conclusions that made you confused. Okay, are you gonna pick a hunt? Oh, you did.
I did already.
Okay, Hampered Hunter. Okay, we got a rescue mission on our hands here. According to this little buddy I met, 3 of its pals are surrounded by monsters. I'd go rescue them myself, but I need some backup. Will you come with me? Interesting. I wonder why there's not gonna be like a guy going with us on this quest. Yeah, I don't know. The historical like researcher in me wants to know all the answers about the past. But one of the things that's kind of upsetting is like I was trying to double check the information that I had about like there's a mysterious piece of information about an author who wasn't born on a certain day but was actually christened on a certain day and was born the day before. So my theory was that and my resources had shown that he had incorrect documentation about his birth in all books, all biographies, and even the estate from which he was like that housed all of his information. Even they were wrong, even though there was accurate information that suggested otherwise. And even I begin to doubt, because if the estate itself says that he was born on a certain day, then why isn't that just historically true, even though it's not factually true? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's very, very weird. So my opinion about all historical and literary research is that it's all, unfortunately, it's subjected to changes throughout history, and it's also subject to our desires for the information. So like when I was going on and on.
Sorry, guys.
No, you talk.
I think also people are like easy to like trust other people's research, so they like, and then they just perpetuate the mistake until like they become the source material.
Yeah, the secondary sources become primary. Yeah, it's really remarkable, because I think like I want the truth, obviously, but I can't convince people of the truth if the truth defies what everyone believes. It's like when I was going on and on about like the arcane and like witchcraft when Topical asked me whether or not I believed in witches, quote unquote. And then I went on this long sort of like journey, like all the research that I had done for like 20 years of my life, because I'm so interested in stuff like that. And then even though I presented all the information in a way that was, in my opinion, like factually relevant, like grounded in real instances, some people in the chat, not naming names, but it's so fascinating that sometimes people want to disagree. They're like, no, you're wrong, do more research. And you're like, the research has already been done. What more research do you want me to do? Because like it's like my research is gonna say something different than your research, is the conclusion that I've come to. Because it depends on the literary critics that you're turning to for information, you know? Like if you're pro-witch, if you're pro-witch, you're going to have a different opinion than if you're anti-witch, you know? You're gonna read literature that supports something rather than you know, disrespects it.
It's just kind of crazy that like people's entire opinions can be like made up by what facts they want to ignore and which ones they want to believe.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I have a lot of respect for scientists, because they kind of have to ignore their bias to find the answer, unless they're like corrupt, I guess, which is often the case for a lot of sciences. Like if you're trying to promote an idea that's like different than, you know, like, I mean, I guess a good example, like historically speaking and scientifically speaking, people believed that the Earth was not the center of the universe, and then Galileo, right? He was like, hey, no, it's not. Science says otherwise. And then they were like, no, we have to kill you or put you in jail because you're wrong. I don't know, I just find that really interesting.
Well, that's the other thing. Like, there's so many scientists who have been like actually like executed by the state, which is kind of freaky.
It's very sinister. Yeah, it's super sinister, and I don't like it. It's like, who thought that pursuing the natural truth of reality who thought that was like a bad thing?
Like literally the guy who like everyone just thinks as the like logical philosopher, Aristotle, was put to death by the state.
Oh, you mean yeah, Socrates or whatever? He agreed to it. Yeah. He was like, I'll drink the hemlock. A modern witch started a shop in a small city here, and religious fanatics started harassing the shopkeeper and causing trouble. Interesting how people don't really change. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the thing. Sometimes we use words too loosely. I feel like maybe we have to think about things differently. Like, it's not just witches. Maybe it's good witch, bad witch, you know? And sandwich as well. Good witch, bad witch. Sandwich, green witch. You can use that as your next album title when you release your yodeling album. I don't really know. Yeah, the science and facts and nature, they all escape me. I don't know. All I know is I have a relatively good understanding of certain facts of literature. That's what I would say. I've read a lot of books about books. When I learned about literary criticism and how it was used to sort of like manipulate, I guess you could say, the status quo, that kind of opened my eyes to the fact that like you can't really trust anyone unless they're the person telling the story because it was their primary experience. So like, why read a biography? Read an autobiography, because an autobiography is the actual person. Well, I know why we don't read.
But even nowadays, it's not even true.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
There's so many ghostwriters.
Yeah, there's so many writers that like paint themselves to be something other than what they were. You're right. Never mind. I take that back. Everything's secondary. There is no primary. Crazy, crazy. I don't even know. How did we originally get on this topic?
I don't know. Divinity 3?
Probably, yeah, maybe.
Kind of. That's like, I think that's how we got onto the witches topic.
Like, one of my coworkers is a witch, but not like in a scary way. It's like, okay, cool. You're not doing anything to hurt me, so why would I be offended by you? It's if you're doing stuff that actively hurts me that I care about, or hurts people around me too. Like if she's like putting a curse on someone I love, obviously I'm gonna be like, hey, don't do that. You know?
Yeah.
But the way we describe things too is even loose. It's very fast and loose because like the word curse, you could say, oh, I hate this person and I want the worst for them and I want their family to be like miserable. Like, yeah, that's a curse, but it's not the same as like performing like a really crazy ritual that actually has some materialistic like consequences, you know? Like one is a curse, but the other is also a curse. So it's like, how are we defining words? It's all a linguistic problem, in my opinion. Professor David here speaking. The real problem is in the language, not really the substance itself. Oh, congratulations, chat! We just unlocked a new character.
Professor David.
He's not as good as Dr. Medicine, in my opinion. He's still pretty good. Dr. Medicine really can't be beat. Now chat will know that if they ever want a question that's answered in a literary fashion, they can just ask Professor David, and then I'll summon him. I'll have to make a Professor David emote.
What did he sound like again?
Like this, like a professor, of course.
Sounds like an old time radio man.
Well, yeah, professors from exactly. That's when his literature was written in the 1913s. Do you have a question that you want to ask rather than just sitting here fighting a monster in silence, Micah? Do you have anything more to say about the Game Awards, perhaps?
I had a question, but I don't know if it's like
too intense for Twitch.
I was thinking about you know how like all of the old great authors like smoked pipes and
you just slapped me onto my butt, by
drank
the
a
way.
lot?
Yeah, they would like smoke and drink and like smoke pipes, yeah. Like Gandalf.
Yeah. Do you think modern books are lacking because people aren't as indulgent now?
Oh, like modern books are too tame because well, that's not true. Modern books are insane.
No, not tame, but like they lack I don't know.
Oh, they lack
Something like-
the like the studiousness. They lack seriousness because the professors who write them are not smoking pipes all the time. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I feel like by nature, because it was a thing of the past, if there is a writer who ends up smoking a pipe, the book is treated as though it was written in the past. So like if there was like
Can you name one example?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name on stream, but I met a poet who smoked pipes, and it's not who you're thinking of, by the way. It's actually a different one, and he was very regal, and he was very like he felt like kind of like a, Oxford University professor or something, like very like almost like UK, like old standard university professor, and he was from a different school than I went to. And he was like that, and when he would write stuff, people treated him as though he was like a historical artifact. They didn't really treat him, they didn't take him seriously is how I would put it. They didn't take him seriously in the modern world because it was like he wasn't modern enough for them. He was like Tolkien. They related him to like a Tolkien-esque character. You know what I mean?
People love Tolkien.
They do, but you don't want to hang out with Tolkien in a room in today's day and age, is what I'm saying. Like, we love Tolkien as a concept, but we don't like him as a person. When you meet a nerd like that, and I say nerd very loosely because I don't really know if that would describe Tolkien, but when you meet someone like that, you're just like, oh, this guy's full of himself. Because it doesn't feel authentic. That's like kind of like when I met Brandon Sanderson. It's like this guy
I would say that about Tolkien is like a nerd. He created a whole language just for one book.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's how people treated Brandon Sanderson when I met him. It's like they were like, man, this guy is just totally full of himself and thinks he knows all this stuff. And I didn't agree with it, of course, but people didn't take him seriously is what I'm saying. At least the people who were asking the questions at the panel that I was at. They were expecting him to be less serious, is what I would say. They didn't want him to take his work as seriously as he was. Does that make sense? They were like, it's just novels, it's not really that complex. And it's like, no, it's very complex. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't even really compare him to Tolkien, because his method and style is so modern, so it's not really a perfect example, but a better example, when I met Ernest Cline, like, people were kind of upset about how seriously he took his work, because it was very clearly like pulpy fiction. And I feel like, I mean, I wasn't there, I can't say for certain, but like when Tolkien was hanging out with his friends, I would imagine people treated him kind of like it was normal and commonplace for people to act like that, to smoke pipes and to like, be classy, because that's just how everyone wore suits. Everyone was classy.
Yeah.
In the same way, I feel like Ernest Cline with like his like, Back to the Future t-shirts and like shorts and like flip-flops and kind of like geeky outlook on life, I feel like that's the same thing but just for a different era. Worth noting that he was extremely rude to me.
A lot of
I basically
authors
said
back-
to him, I basically said to him, man, I hope to be even half as successful as you are someday. And he was like, you probably won't. And I was like, oh, thank you. That's really nice of you. So that kind of stuck with me. I was like, oh, well, can I at least have one of your DeLoreans? I didn't ask that, but I wanted to. Crazy. I couldn't believe it. And I really liked, like, I like his spirit as a writer. I don't really like his book because it's kind of hard for me to read because I don't get all the references. But like, I appreciate that he like focused on what he was passionate about and like stuck to it really like firmly,
Yeah.
There's something respectable about that. And like, I'm glad he got the movie deal, and I'm glad they're making a second one, and that's really cool. I mean, I'm happy for him. But I don't know, I just feel like oftentimes when you get those like pipe smoking artists like that we're talking about, oftentimes they're either taken too seriously or they're not They take themselves too seriously, or they're not treated with respect because their ideas are outdated. That's just been my experience, really.
Yeah, but then, I mean, like, was that the experience they had during their time?
I'm not sure. That's the thing. I often give the fallacy that I regularly commit is the appeal to expertise and the appeal to authority. So like oftentimes, like I'll meet someone and I'll be like, yeah, this person knows what they're talking about, and then I'll hear someone else talk about them, and they'll be like, no, that person was full of crap. Like you shouldn't listen to them. That happened with several of my college professors. And I honestly hope they get to like hear me talk about this one day, because I was kind of offended when people would be like, no, that person is just full of crap. You shouldn't listen to what they're saying in their class. You should read the literature and like pass the class, but don't take them too seriously because they're full of themselves. And I was like, wait. This person's trying to give us the best advice they can give and also the most knowledge that they can give. They're trying to impart knowledge to us. So when I hear people say, oh no, you shouldn't listen to them because either A, the university itself that they work for is corrupt, or B, the ideas that they espouse are corrupt. Like, when they say that, I'm just like, okay, hold on. We're just gonna throw out the whole baby when the bathwater is poisonous, you know? It's like that doesn't seem to be fair.
Yeah, I get that, but there is also like a point where like if they can't guide you in like the actual like world of how it actually works today, then they kind of have a point that they.
Yeah, but I have a question. So, yeah. But I have a question about that, because there are some really, really famous people who were incompetent as people. And I don't say that to be mean. Like, J.M. Barrie, for example, he wasn't the kind of person you'd want to learn literature from. But he's still J.M. Barrie. He's still an incredible, like, writer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just because someone's good at something doesn't mean they'd be good at teaching other people.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to hang out with them, is what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't you want to spend time with them, even though they were sort of a difficult to interact with? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was honored to be a part of these characters, like, not just their life, but like their, almost like their care. It's like they are taking care of me by providing for me their best input for my life, you know? I don't know, it's difficult, because like I'm not sure who I would, in terms of like classic authors, I don't know if I'd rather have like Oscar Wilde or like Bram Stoker as a friend. Because like Bram Stoker was like all business, all seriousness all the time. But Oscar Wilde was probably a very like passionate and exciting person to hang out with, even though he was kind of, you know, icky in many regards. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, but it's hard to know because, I mean, we don't. All we have is like.
We just have the books. Yeah, we don't have like. Yeah, we don't have them here with us now to discuss what they did or how they behaved.
And also, after like writing and like other people telling you what they think of your writing, and them being, for the most part, a lot of the times wrong. Yeah. I'm like, I don't even think like our literary critics today like really understand people's writing.
Yeah, exactly. There's too many. Yeah, I get it.
It's been filtered through too many people's ideas of what it is.
That's a good point, because all of like the hate that I've heard about like various authors from the past, I only base that hate, and I say hate very loosely, like I guess you could say the criticism that people have had of their like either lifestyle or writing. I don't even know if it's true. Like, I've heard that Jonathan Swift, the guy who wrote, what is it, Gulliver's Travels? I've heard that he was a really unpleasant person, but I don't even know if that's true. Like, how do I believe that? Why do I believe that? I don't know if it's true. I never met him. It's like,
Yeah, and maybe his unpleasant like sentiment is just in that society, and like nowadays we wouldn't even find that unpleasant. Like
exactly. Yeah, he
we might
might have
find it
just
like
been,
truthful or
yeah, who knows? He might have been like just
maybe
odd
it's
on.
just like super sarcastic or like super dry witted.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. That's another thing too. A lot of like weird things get revealed about you posthumously. So like a lot of authors experience, yeah, a lot of authors experience sort of like this negative. Whoa, that was a lot of. It's super dead. So what do I do with this?
Just
Slam it
smash
into
it
the
into a
wall.
wall. Yeah.
It does damage when I smash it into the wall, right? Oh, you could
Yeah.
smash it into the corpse. I didn't know that. Like a lot of these infamous like authors from the past, like Lord Byron, at the time they probably convinced others that they convinced others that they were more wholesome than they were in reality, and then later on we found out what they did. You know, we have extra knowledge because time has passed since they're going away.
Yeah, that's also true. Although I can see the other way. I can see people be like convincing people that they're uh, terrible, and then they're actually not. They just don't want people to bug them so they can just go off and write.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Who would you consider the modern writers of our time that are like the ancient classics? I might list Michael Crichton among them, because Michael Crichton has made a lot of literature that's been very, like, culturally relevant. Or maybe, like, maybe even, like, Stephen King, maybe?
Yeah, I was gonna say Stephen King. A lot of people would say Stephen King.
Chat, what about you? Do you guys have any takes on this? If anyone's still here, that is. we did talk about like literature for a very long time, so maybe people are like, what are they talking about? So they toned out. I don't know, I feel like there's also so many different types of media too. Maybe Hideo Kojima is gonna be he's gonna be one of the writers of our time, even though he's not a writer, he's a game developer. I don't read a lot of Western literature, so I couldn't say. Fair enough. How you doing, by the way, Ghost? Hope you're doing well still. Hope you're still enjoying the stream. Hopefully our literary rants have not bored you. If it's not obvious, we both went to school for writing. So if you have any questions about grammar... Well, maybe I've edited Red Wolf's books, so maybe don't ask him about the grammar. You can ask me.
I was gonna say ask this. Ask it.
Yeah, you were just about to say that.
Yeah. Also,
I'm
do you
not.
know? Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna read the chat. You were gonna say also, you know what?
Do you think that like, writing like for like plot or story in video games is going to be like less stigmatized as like actual like story medium? Because I feel like it's not a very good like it's a very stigmatized story medium.
What is novels?
No, video games.
Oh, video games.
Stories in video games, like saying that like you
Wrote for a
whatever
video game.
for a video game, I feel like it's very stigmatized.
I can see
in
that.
a lot
Yeah.
of people.
I think it depends on how well received the video game is sometimes. Oh, Ghost, since you're eating peanut M&Ms, I have a bit of a life hack that I can give you. It's only really relevant if you like salted peanuts, though. One of my least favorite things about peanut M&Ms is that they don't really have the saltiness of a salted peanut. So what I do is I put the peanut M&Ms on a plate, like just sort of like in a line, or like completely covering it, like a plane on the plate. And then I like very lightly dust the peanut M&Ms with like a little bit of water with like a paper towel, and then I sprinkle a little bit of salt. And then I put them in the fridge so that the next day the salt is like crystallized on the peanut M&Ms. And then I eat them like that the next day. So if you have some peanut M&Ms left over, I encourage trying that. It's very, very good if you like salted peanuts. Not too much salt. You don't want it to be like super salty, just like a sprinkle. That's so disgusting how like the little baby spiders fall out of it when you break it like that. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What were they thinking when they made this monster?
It's very kind of gross.
Oh, you prefer unsalted, so but I'll have to try that sometime. It's only if you really like salted peanuts. But yeah, if you want to try it, again, I recommend not going too heavy on the salt, just like a little bit. But it is very good. The saltiness and the sweetness is what blew me away. Now, you're talking to someone who absolutely loves like salted caramel. Like the saltier the caramel for me, the better. I bet salted caramel M&Ms would also be very good.
Ooh, yeah. What's your favorite kind of M&M?
Either the caramel or the pretzel ones. Thank you for
yeah, I
the
forgot
follow.
about
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm not big on caramel, mostly because of the texture. Oh yeah, yeah, I get it. I'm so pretty I stun myself, says your character.
Yeah, I got hit by a web. Make that make sense.
I make that make sense. I'm so pretty I wrap myself in webbing. I'm so pretty I tie myself up in the basement. That was dark. I apologize.
Dark.
That was, yeah, I guess that goes along with the whole vanishing conversation that we were having earlier. That movie, man, it's a scary, scary one. You'd probably like it since you like sad stories, Micah.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow. I'm dead. I've been killed.
Oh, speaking of scary movies, I saw talking about Iron Lung.
Oh yeah, didn't something? What happened? Markiplier.
They're getting it in a bunch of theaters.
Oh, it's being put in theaters?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Markiplier video. I saw it in my subscriptions, but I didn't watch it. I didn't have time.
I just saw clips from it,
Oh, okay.
so I don't know a lot, but I think it's coming to a bunch of theaters. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's getting a full theatrical release. That's awesome. I know I saw GIFs or clips of Markiplier crying. So was it good crying?
Yeah, I think it was good crying.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was worried something happened and it was like canceled or something.
No, from what I could tell, he was like just like crazy. I've been working on this for like 3 years, and I can't believe it's actually like happening,
Oh, I
kind of
see.
thing. But I only saw clips. I don't really know.
Back to the ambiguous nature of reality.
Yeah.
How can we truly know, especially with all like the
Yeah, who knows? It could
deception?
have been AI for all I know.
Yeah, it could have been an AI video of Markiplier. Someone's gonna do it, unfortunately. It's so sad.
Yeah.
I don't like to think about it. Got him.
Have you played the game as movies? An adaptation for?
Iron Lung? No, I haven't played Iron Lung yet. I have played other games by his friend who made Iron Lung, though. I played a few
Okay.
demos of some of his other games, but I never actually... I don't think I beat any of them.
Are you gonna play it before his movie comes out?
Probably. It will be all the rage on Twitter, but right before it comes out, so I'll probably have no choice but to fulfill the desires of the Twitch overlords. That was a joke.
I think it was like January or something.
Yeah, it's coming out pretty soon. I was thinking about doing a horror focused week, like January, like December, like 25th, like after December or after Christmas into January, do horror stuff. Yeah, like a New Year's horror extravaganza thing. We're definitely going to beat Trey Pang during that time. But we're also going to be playing a lot of Game Boy Color retro stuff. Since I'm getting that Game Boy Color retro console for Christmas, I suspect. So as a I suspect because I sort of as an adult you start having to get presents for yourself, and also it's just like, oh, I'm getting this now because it's time. That's like when I
Or
got...
people just ask you what you want and you just tell them and then they
Yeah,
buy it.
they ask you what you want, and you're like, if you don't get me this, I'll be disappointed. And they'll be like, okay, we'll get you that. That's the people who are fortunate enough to have people who give them gifts. I'm not saying that I'm like, like for example, like my PS5, I bought it for myself specifically so that I could stream better. I wanted the games that I was playing to be more, high fidelity for streaming. So
Right.
it's like, it's a gift for me, but it's also a gift for everyone. I'm here to play games for people, to show them the games that I like, and to sit and have fun and chat and talk about them. And it's like, it's a real blessing and a real honor to be able to be here and just like have Twitch as a platform to be like, hey, look at this game I like. You want to hang out and talk about it? It's honestly really refreshing. In that regard, not all of Twitch is good, and I say that not really knowing a lot about the rest of Twitch, but there's little corners of Twitch that are really wholesome, and that's kind of, I don't know, it's nice. It's nice. I don't know, there's something special about it.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of what you make it too, a little bit.
Yeah, it is. So it's like you get to cultivate your own community. So like people say,
Yeah.
oh, social media is so bad. It's like killing our brains and making us all depressed and stuff. It's like, it doesn't have to. You can have a social media where it's like, no, we're just anonymous folks hanging out in a nice, happy little land of mystery and adventure.
Yep. But you have to be pretty disciplined to like curate your.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You
We
need it.
were just talking about that today at dinner. We were talking about how it's all really about how you cultivate your algorithm, which is it's not even something that we really think about. We just let it happen often without actually like actively curating it. But I don't know, there's something special about it. All right. If you want to pick the next quest, I'm ready.
Okay. Kind of want to do just a single fight, but everything that we
Oh,
haven't done already is multiple monsters.
just go to the next tier up then. We can always come back.
I did. They're all multiple monsters. That's all we have left.
What? Are you kidding?
No.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying in terms of the Master Rank quests, so if we go even, okay,
Both of the bosses are fine.
there's a Risen Crimson Glow Valstrax in 6 star.
That's the only one.
I mean, that would be exciting. Oh, there's a Kushala Deora. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're getting pretty close to checking off everything on the list.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we have been blitzing through them, so there's that.
Let's just keep going on the list.
Alright. Oh yeah, I don't know why I never said this, but if anyone is interested in like seeing my armor stats or like my layered armor, you're more than welcome to ask. I have a lot of other layered armors as well. But yeah, that's one of those things if you ever want to like, I mean, obviously don't like rip off my style, but you're more than welcome to like, if you're like, oh, what armor piece is that? What weapon is that? Feel free to ask. Or feel free to mix it up with the channel points reward and force me to use a different weapon. Because I love that.
Yeah. You keep reminding people of that, and then you actually have to change your weapon.
And then I
you're
get
like,
mad about it, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I'll stop reminding people? I don't know.
Yeah. I was really sad when I told Topical that my favorite part of this outfit is like the cute little barrel on my belt. And he said he didn't like it.
Yeah, but he had his reason.
I know, and it was stupid because I wanted him to compliment my barrel.
Yeah, that's what every girl wants, is
Yeah.
their friend to compliment their barrel.
Uh-huh. Alright, this quest is from the High-Strung Researcher. The Rathian's fiery breath or the Shogun Senator's pincers, which is more perilous? I can't stop thinking about it. I can't even sleep at night. Please, could you go figure this out for me? Which is more perilous, the Shogun Senator's pincers or the Rathian's fiery breath? They both sound like they could kill you in one hit, honestly.
Actually, probably the pincers, because
Oh yeah, you're right. He's like the samurai of the crab world.
yeah, you could survive fire. You would just be horribly mutilated.
All right. Well, I guess Red Wolf wins the award for best joke of the night, unless someone can top that. That was really good. That was a good moment. If I had time, I would clip that.
Yeah, too bad Topical's gone.
Yeah, Topical went to sleep because he ate too much sushi. Actually, he would have gone to sleep regardless of eating too much sushi. He stayed up later because he couldn't sleep from eating too much sushi. So maybe we should give him more sushi next time. We're not responsible. Yeah. We're not responsible for him eating too much sushi, but Topical is our mod for anyone who's here who does not know that. I don't really look at the participants anymore, so I don't know who's here or not. Feel free to lurk, but also feel free to make your presence known. Okay, let's see. What are we fighting again? Shogun Senator or Rathian? Okay. I guess we'll fight the Rathian first.
Yeah, it's closer.
It would be really interesting if they let you collect as many wire bugs as you wanted. And you could just, like, have infinite moves if you collected enough.
That is another kind of annoying thing. It's like what is stopping me from having more?
I know, right? Couldn't you just carry another, like, little lantern or whatever? Ow, that sounded like it hurt. Yeah, so I mentioned the whole, at work, I mentioned the whole, Bram Stoker wasn't born on the 8th argument. He was actually christened on the 8th. And then one of my coworkers, well, first of all, one of my coworkers used AI to determine whether or not that was true, and I was like, well, that's not going to give you the correct answer. And then I checked the Bram Stoker estate, and I found out that it was also factually incorrect. And I was like, how is no one corrected this? And then I thought to myself, maybe I've been gaslit. Maybe the primary sources that I interacted with back in the day were fake. And I got really scared about, like, how do I trust reality? How do I know if anything is true?
Did you take any pictures of it?
No, I didn't need to, because what was sent to me was a facsimile. So it was.
Oh, so you still have it.
Yeah, well, it's somewhere, and I mean, it's probably in an email database that I don't know anymore. I couldn't find it because our university's email database recycled itself into, it was like, here, we're going away now, remember?
Yeah.
So even if I wanted to find the primary source that I was sent from Ireland, they were like, here, have this document, it might help you. And I was like, oh, that's cool, thank you. And I was like, has anyone else seen this? And I was like, yeah, the Stoker family estate has seen it, but it's not really relevant. There's like, apparently I don't know. It's like, how do I know if the person I was talking to, or the person I was in correspondence with, was actually giving me correct information? Maybe they got it wrong. It's possible, right?
Yeah. I guess I would, yeah, maybe you should do more research on it before you, like, go out telling everyone.
But that's the thing. At the time, it was updated. It was the updated primary source. But since then, it has been refabricated to be the thing that everyone believed for so long. Because a few primary source, a few secondary source books, biographies. A few of those biographies even said that it was dubious whether or not he was born on that day. It's just what the family believed, you know?
I mean, maybe people don't look into it that much because they don't care that much. I don't know.
I think that's it. I think they don't care because it's not an important facet. It doesn't make him any better or worse as an author. It's just a detail.
Well, yeah, and if you're off by like one day, like what's the big deal?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't change his date of death because he wasn't born on the same day he died, you know. It doesn't change his age at death. I mean, it's because he was, you know what I mean? It's not. It doesn't affect any of the literature. But there is something really exhilarating about finding a piece of information in history that is known by only you, and you're like, how do I get this information to the rest of the world? That's what my coworker asked. They were like, why didn't you, like, update the Wikipedia article? It was like, because if I update it, someone's going to delete the update. They're going to think it's not true. I could even post, like, the source, and they'd be like, no, this isn't as good as the Bram Stoker family estate, you know?
Right.
By the way, the reason I concealed Bram Stoker's name earlier when I was talking about it is because it was too closely connected to the actual topic we were talking about, because we were talking about Bram Stoker. I didn't want it to be like, this is all about Bram Stoker. Because, like, I didn't want to sound like a... The reason I thought of it is because it was Bram Stoker, you know?
Yeah.
So the people who stick around for the rest of the VOD, they're gonna hear the whole story. But...
Yeah, they just had a reveal. There you go.
What'd you say?
They just got a reveal.
Yeah, they just got the live reveal of what I was talking about.
Also, not to change topics, but it's like troubling to me that so many people use like AI as their search engine when AI just like I've seen so many examples of AI just like lying.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really interesting.
Like it just makes something up. If it doesn't know, it just
Well,
makes something up.
well, you reminded me of something else that's really frustrating to me. I really liked how like weird Google was before it was using this like weird AI thing, because you could still find really interesting information in these really weird websites that people had published. Now, if I want to find a very specific piece of art or like a very specific piece of literature, I can't find it anymore because I can't use the search parameters. I was looking for a very specific article. I was looking for an article about a piece of art by some famous pre-Raphaelite artist, right? I was like, okay, this piece of art I know exists. I know it only existed in one tavern in one place in Europe. And I was looking for information about it. And like now, that article is lost to history because it's been delisted. In addition to that, I can't find access to the original painting because the picture it's like 2,000 entries below the millions of other entries that it thinks I want to see, even though I actually want to see the really, really specific one that I found so many years ago through a very specific search. And you used to be able to trick, like EBSCOhost and all of these weird library databases, you used to be able to trick them into giving you the information you needed rather than the information that it thinks that you need. Now, all you get is what it thinks you need.
Yeah, so the predictive text is the predictiveness is kind of annoying. So you're like, you actually don't know what I want. And
yeah, I'm looking for something extremely specific. Just today I was looking for something. I don't even remember what it was, but I was looking for something and I was like, when I searched this 4 years ago, it gave me different results. And the results were more accurate than it is now. And that was really, really upsetting to me. Because I was like, man, I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to find this. You got it? Okay, you got it. I guess you might as well kill the Shogun Senator. Alright, I got this one. Alright, time to crab him up. He's like one of those, what do you call them? What are they called? The hibachi chef? Or yeah. The way he like sharpens his claws like that. Oh, it's dead. Oh, I guess I'm going over here. Do you like hibachi?
Yeah. It's been a really long time since I've been.
Every single time I've been to hibachi, they've always like tried to get me to like catch the shrimp in my mouth that they're like preparing. And I'm like, yeah. I really don't want to do this because the past 3 times I've done it, they've hit me right in the face. And you think I would be able to go up out of my seat and like reach up, but like 1, I'm really short, and 2, I did reach up to try and catch it in my mouth. Like I literally got up out of my seat and it still hit me right in the forehead. So it's like I don't trust them anymore. You know what I mean?
I guess. Maybe that's part of the show. They're messing with you.
Yeah, but you have to take into account that one of my least favorite emotions in all of history is embarrassment. So it's like it's literally the worst mix of things. It's like 1, I don't really want shrimp. 2, I don't really want to be slapped in the face by a shrimp. And 3, I don't really want to be embarrassed in front of all my friends and family. Unfortunately, all 3 are happening.
Yeah.
It's like karaoke. Why would I willingly do that? Unless I was like hopelessly in love with someone. If I'm ever like willingly doing karaoke, let it be known.
That's how I'll know you found the extra love.
Well, no, I was gonna say let it be known that it's a cry for help. Because like I'm trying to signal something. I'm trying to signal everyone around me something that is something's wrong. That might be a crazy take because I know a lot of people like karaoke. But let it be known that if I'm ever doing karaoke on this channel, or if I'm ever doing karaoke in real life and you see me doing it, it is a cry for help. That doesn't mean I'm not going to sing silly songs. I will definitely sing silly songs.
Yeah, I think there's something fun about the idea of karaoke.
Yeah. It's when you're intentionally making a fool of yourself that I can't stand it.
Yeah, but you're like the whole point is that is what it is. Like you're singing and
Yeah.
you aren't a professional singer, so you're not going to be like very good at it.
True. I guess I take myself too seriously and I want to be good at it. Like if I knew I was gonna like kill it and like do really well and everyone was gonna like give me like a standing ovation or something, if I knew that was gonna happen, then I think I would probably be more into karaoke.
Oh yeah, then you'd have to like actually practice a bunch.
Which is
That's
what
how you get good.
I think that's the perfectionist in me. The perfectionist in me wants to do that. And that's why I think Twitch is nice.
The whole point of karaoke is to be bad.
I know, that's why I like Twitch. Twitch allows me to be sort of bad at something and like share my passion without being like too serious. So maybe one day, maybe it's not a cry for help. Maybe one day I'll just like be so comfortable on Twitch that I won't care anymore. I have developed a thicker skin, that's for sure. That's my bit of advice to anyone watching this. If you want thicker skin, yeah, try Twitch streaming because you'll need it. I completely forgot that I was bleeding. In this game, the status ailment's not nearly as like dramatic. I feel like you could yeah, you could die from bleeding in some of the early Monster Hunters like really quickly. You, like roll 3 times and you're dead basically. This one it's like
yeah, 4.
Yeah, in 4, yeah, if you roll a few times in 4, you're at like 0 health already. It's crazy. I think it's one of the reasons I sometimes enjoy Dungeons and Dragons, but don't always enjoy Dungeons and Dragons. If I'm doing well and my character is loved by all, then I enjoy it. If people are iffy about my character and they're like, that was kind of mediocre improv, then I don't like it.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I think that's why I enjoyed it tonight. Because everyone, I was like, I wouldn't say I was a fan favorite. We all had really good characters, but people were like laughing at the things that, the jokes that were being made. They were like, they enjoyed the voice that I was doing. It's one of those things, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if people enjoy it, I like when people are enjoying themselves. I think that reflects on Twitch.
Self-conscious though about like because there's some times like in the same campaign like D&D where I'm like, this time wasn't that good.
Yeah.
It's like you are like way too like hypercritical about something that's supposed to be a game.
Yeah, exactly. I get nervous too. I get like stage fright even though it's not on a stage.
Yeah.
But that's another place where Twitch has helped me. Twitch has helped me because like the other day someone inspired me to do like a Christopher Walken like accent impersonation, and I did it pretty well. And that was like it was like, oh, okay, cool, I can do that. So it's like an impersonation like that. If you do it well, it sort of buffs your confidence. Ouch, that hurt.
Yeah, but in the same vein, like if you do a bad impression,
Oh yeah.
funny, so it's like you still kind of achieve your goal because you're like being funny.
Yeah.
Even though you're not like actually being good.
Yeah, that's a good point. That was convenient. I was on a platform, so his attack just pushed me instead of doing damage to me.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like the hitbox, the pushing hitbox hit me, but the weapon hitbox did not.
That's interesting. I didn't know it could do that.
I know. I think it depends where you're standing on the plane. Crabs on a plane. Oh, I came up with
I
a
love that movie.
yeah. I came up with a really good crossover movie.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
So it's a crossover of Home Alone and Jurassic Park.
Okay. So he's like,
So yeah, it's Kevin. It could happen during like the Lost World when the dinosaurs escape, you know,
oh
into,
yeah.
into the city,
Yeah.
or like an alternate universe where it's San Diego instead of like I forget where it was in the Lost World where they escaped. But so it's Kevin, but instead of burglars trying to get into the house, it's velociraptors.
That would be great. Actually.
Wouldn't it? Yeah. And you could have all
Yeah.
the same gags. You could have all the same slapstick gags, but instead of like with the burglars, you have it with velociraptors instead. Not just velociraptors too. It doesn't matter really. You could put Kevin in a skyscraper and have a
exactly.
T-Rex. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like I'd watch that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that would be a good crossover, actually. I heard that Macaulay Culkin was saying that he would be okay doing like a return to
Yeah, like a reprise, a Return to Home Alone.
Home Alone, but he'd be like the dad in this one or something.
Yeah, I forget the parameters, but it was a good premise.
Yeah, I think he said. What I remember is like he gets locked out of the house, or like his son is mad at him, and he gets locked out of the house.
Yeah,
And he's the one like
he's the one
break
trying
back
to
into
get
the
in.
house to like get his son's repair his relationship with his son, something like that.
I feel like that would be kind of cruel to have the son like doing all these like violent booby traps with his father, though.
Yeah, to his father. Yeah, that might be a little too
Too bizarre.
too many. Wow, the screen is just a flash of light.
I know. Mine
Can't
was
even
kind
see
of
him.
weird looking too. All right, what's next? Oh yeah, let me pick up some more optional quests before I forget. Large monsters. Wyvern riding? Why not? I've done everything in my power to make this game more like classic Monster Hunter. I've turned off damage numbers, I put the characters' voices in Monster Hunter language. I even use the standard like item bar. I don't use the weapon or the item wheel. Do you use the item wheel or do you use the standard item bar?
I use the bar.
Yeah.
But I also
yeah.
don't use the lock. So.
You don't use the what?
Lock on?
Oh yeah, you've never used the lock on, even in older ones though.
Yeah.
Which has always been an astonishing, like, it's an astonishing like debuff that you've put on yourself. It's like I'd rather have to turn the camera manually to see the monster. It's like you could just click the button to look at it, and you're like, no, I have to turn the camera.
Yeah, I like it. I'm always in control of
Yeah,
the...
you are. Meow. It's still the eating. It's still a little bit absurd, honestly. Even just like the way that the character drinks the tea, it's just so animated.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I mean, for a game where cats are feeding you, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. All
Yeah,
right,
a little bit ridiculous.
this is from Hamon's top disciple Hibasa. My buddy Manju wants to send as many strong and sturdy materials as possible to Kamara village, but it's taking too long with just the two of us. Reckon you could help us hunt some Basarios and Tigrex? Another run-of-the-mill quest description, thank you. I like the ones that are full of flavor and humor. I'm surprised we haven't fought any Espinas.
I was actually thinking about a quest that had one, but it had the other quest where the other monster in the quest was a a centaur, and we just fought one, so I was like, eh.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, we haven't fought a Tigrex yet, so that's new.
Yeah, that's why I was like, we haven't fought Tigrex
Or
and
Basarios.
Basarios.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Ever since we started streaming this, I'm pretty sure we have not. We also haven't fought an Astalos.
yeah. That was another option. We'll get to one.
Yeah, eventually. It's amazing to me how, like, oh, there's the Basarios. I didn't even realize it was here. It's amazing to me how second nature sometimes it is when you're, like, thinking of, like, you imagine the monster and then the name just appears in your head. Like, you learned it, like, in a textbook.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how we've learned like a lot of the monsters' names.
Fantasy stuff. It's like all the people who, like, memorize a bunch of Pokemon information.
Yeah.
It's like, it's second nature to them. That's so interesting. We take seriously these fantasies that we come up with. It's really cool. It's like, it reminds me of what we were talking about with Tolkien. Tolkien treated his stories he took his stories very seriously.
Yeah, I think there are levels to it though. Like remembering names is one thing, but like remembering like entire fantasy history is insane to me.
It is pretty intense. Alright, if you could hit me and knock me over, that would be great. I'm falling asleep.
I was also asleep.
He got me. He poisoned me. I wasn't sure if that was gonna hit me, but I'm glad I didn't try to move. Oh, I had a really, really personally specific dream last night.
Oh.
I had a dream that I worked in like a cafeteria instead of like a grocery store. And in said cafeteria, I worked with the same people I worked with in said grocery store. And like
Okay.
I told one of them that I had a crush on them.
Oh.
And it happened to be the one that I actually have a crush on. So I was like, "Oh, thank you, Dream. That's are you telling me something?" By the way,
I
this
guess
is
you're reconfirming that.
I guess, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's kind of funny. It's funny how dreams do that. Sometimes dreams are just like, here's a rehash of what you're actually thinking.
Yep. And then sometimes you just are surrounded by frog people or something crazy.
Yeah. Dreams are like, there's two sides to the coin. There's the this probably means something, and then there's this means absolutely nothing.
Although some people argue even the ones that mean you think means nothing actually have
Oh yeah, some
more
people.
symbolic meaning.
Yeah, I feel like that's sometimes a little superstitious though, reading into something that's not like no hate towards it, but there's a lot of people who see a lot of patterns in the world that are just kind of like coincidences to me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's wrong to do that, especially if you're onto something kind of cool, but sometimes it's like, no, you're kind of overdoing it sometimes. It depends on the thing, I guess.
I think it also depends on if the person actually wants to believe that it's true, because
Yeah,
they will either way.
that ends up being a self-fulfilling prophecy though, where they make it true because they want it to be true.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the worst
And
kind
that's
of
the whole
prophecy.
idea of manifesting, isn't it?
Yeah, that is kind of the same idea as manifesting, yes. But there's something weird about that to me. It's like, if you can manifest something like that, why even have the prophecy to begin with? Just make it happen. You don't need the prophecy. That's why I think...
Maybe it could give you the hope that it can actually happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. I
Some
guess...
people need it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Not to get all Joseph Campbell on everybody, but I feel like sometimes myths are just tools that we use to make ourselves feel good.
Yeah.
My opinion is that sometimes there is a mystical element. There's like something we don't understand speaking to us, you know? And I think it's better to isolate those incidents and then find out when the mystical is actually speaking to you. Not make everything mystical. Because it kind of lessens the power of the real mystical moment if you make every single thing a mystical moment, you know? Not every dream has to be this crazy revelation from God, you know? It's only when God truly speaks to you that he truly speaks to you. That's my take.
Yeah. Yeah, good take.
Okay. We're both falling asleep. Oh, never mind. I like how as soon as he puts you to sleep, he doesn't take advantage of that opportunity. He just bumps you out of it. He's like, oh, I'm sorry I put you to sleep.
Yeah.
My bad.
This guy kind of just wants to like inflict a bunch of status effects on you, and then hope that actually does something, even though they're not very, like,
No.
damaging.
His laser can be pretty powerful, but to get caught in his laser, you have to be pretty stupid.
I mean, I was literally asleep and I was able to walk out of it. It's like,
Because you can move
I
a
was
little
falling
bit.
asleep. Yeah, I moved ever so slightly out of the laser.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Oh, by the way, I don't know if this will happen again, but a while ago, a few weeks ago, or days ago actually, a few streams ago, the chat stopped working. So if we're not getting any chats, it's not necessarily that people aren't chatty. Sometimes it just happens on Twitch like that. I'm just giving you a forewarning that sometimes is the case, so. Occasionally people will leave mid-conversation and it's not because of any problem that they're having with the conversation. Sometimes it's just that the Twitch chat is broken.
I mean, it is also late at night, so it could be that.
True, but it depends on where they are, too. We get a lot of viewers from Europe that are experiencing the middle of their day, so they might be like busy because they're starting work or something.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Everywhere isn't here.
Yeah, not everything is in Eastern Standard Time. That's correct. And you're not even in Eastern Standard Time. But for those who are watching, let it be known that I am streaming from Eastern Standard Time, so. I think it's really interesting. One of the streamers that I watch is in like the Las Vegas region, and another one is in the Manhattan region. And it's interesting because they have different stream schedules because of it. So one will be streaming at like midnight, and it's not a problem for me because it's like it's midnight and they're still streaming. Why wouldn't they be? because it's like 8 o'clock for them or something. Or like 9 o'clock. But then the other one's like, man, it's like 1:30 in the morning. I really got to go to sleep. And then I'm like, aw, it's 1:30 for me as well. And then I'm like, I got to go to sleep too. But I wanted to keep watching a stream, you know?
Yeah, I get that. It's like with the East Coast West Coast thing. You're like,
Yeah.
man, for them it's only like 6 o'clock, but for me they're like starting this thing at midnight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sometimes the opposite case where it's like it's so late that I want to watch the stream, but since they're streaming so early, it's like, oh man, it's early for them, but I can't actually watch because I have to go to sleep.
Yeah.
This monster would also be super cute to have as like a cat-sized pet.
It would, but I'd be scared that it would just like destroy everything in my house. It would just goes in. But it'd be really cute. It'd be like a cute rampage.
It would
It's
be a
just like,
cute rampage, yeah, like a Tigrex.
you know, like a cat.
Yeah.
Sometimes like a cat will like freak out if it sees like a weird piece of light or a bug or something.
Yeah, like the zoomies.
Imagine that where like
a baby Tigrex with the zoomies, yeah.
Yeah. Just destroys your entire house.
Yeah. it would probably crash through like the doors and stuff too.
Yeah, because it's very like clumsy.
It reminds me of the little dinosaur from Prehysteria. Did you ever watch that?
No.
There's like a little T-Rex in that movie. In Prehysteria, there's like these little tiny dinosaurs. They're like claymation dinosaurs that are like real. And it's like these kids have to take care of them and prevent the villains from stealing them because they're like secret genetic projects. It's a really unhinged kids movie. It's a really deep cut though. It's very good. All the people who have seen it really like it that I know of. What did I just hit? I thought I demolished your dog. I was like, wait a second, the dog doesn't have hitboxes. I killed this Roggy. Oh wait, it's over there. Hold on. How do we?
Yeah, like.
Did it like jump
off the wall?
Did it jump over the wall?
Yeah, it did.
I didn't even notice. Alright, I might be done after this one. It's pretty late for me. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
it's like 1:40 in the morning. And I have to go to work tomorrow. It's okay, I go to work at 11, so I'll still get plenty of sleep. At least I hope I will. Sometimes it's difficult to go to sleep after streaming for a while. Because my brain's sort of like hyped up on the adrenaline.
Yeah, I actually got that a lot when I was like playing D&D because
Yeah.
it's not like super strategy, but there's a little bit of strategy, and you're just like thinking about all the things that happen.
Yeah, and what
And
you have
so-
to do, yeah.
D&D would end at like 11 at night or whatever on like a work night. I'm like, man, I need to go to sleep, but I'm like busy thinking about this. So I have to like stay up and do something that will like calm me down before I try to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I just end up playing Hades 2.
So chat, how should I convey to my coworker that I have a crush on them? I need some relationship advice here. I can ask you too, Micah. What would you do? Even though you're like
It sounds like a poll. It sounds like a poll idea. Like
do a poll. Someone makes a poll. How should David see if the love is mutual? That's the thing. Oftentimes the feeling is not mutual. My life has been plagued with dozens and dozens of counts of unrequited love.
Yeah. And it just happens.
It does, yeah, that's life. I intentionally asked while Topical wasn't here because he would just make fun of me.
So asked during an ad, so I don't know if anyone actually heard you.
Oh, well, then we could just pretend it's off the record and no one heard it then. That way, the only people who will know that this question was ever asked will be the VOD watchers. The VOD watchers,
Yeah.
and then they'll be screaming at their television or their computer, like, do this, and they won't realize that I'm not actually hearing them. Because obviously VOD watchers don't have the sense, to know that it's not actually live. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, VOD watchers, that was mean.
It's okay. They're not watching right now.
Yeah.
I have an idea for you. I'm starting to brainstorm.
You're starting to brainstorm?
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. So you like, you know those like prompts where you like hold the sign up,
Oh,
But-
yeah?
prom or whatever, but for you, you just like spell it out in brisket. On like
Oh, yeah, like on the cutting board?
on the cutting board, yeah, you spell it out in brisket.
Like,
You
I
just,
use the brisket
"Hey,
and
you
slice
want
it
some
into, like, their
brisket?"
name or something?
Yeah. And then they like go over to the brisket. It's just
It's like, hey, come over here,
prom?
check this out.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like that would be a lot of... I feel like the brisket would get cold because I'd have to slice
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
point is that it'd be like an excessive amount of brisket.
I would have to slice so
Crazy
much
amount of
brisket.
And they'd be like, we can't sell this now.
To be fair, I do give samples to a lot of people. I mean, I give samples to all my coworkers when they want to try the brisket, though. So it's not like I don't really show favoritism, obviously. Should I start should I start picking favorites and giving bigger samples to the people that I like more?
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Why
not I feel like that's not a good practice. That would be so much brisket to spell out anything. I'm thinking about how much brisket it would take to spell out someone's
Yeah,
name.
it takes a lot. That's the whole point.
That's so wasteful. I couldn't do that.
Well, I mean, I feel like you would be guilted into actually just buying the brisket for yourself.
That's true. I could
Like, and
also.
here's the thing: if it says no, then you just have to like get a bunch of brisket. But then you have brisket, so you could like sad eat brisket, which is great because you have brisket.
Oh
and if she
yeah.
says yes. Then yes.
So-
Who cares?
I'll write out in brisket like, do you want to go out with me? And then they'll
Uh-huh.
say no, but then I'll have a bunch of brisket to eat if they say no.
Yeah. So then you have brisket.
It's like a lose win.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up for. You're rewarding yourself even if the result is a no.
Yeah. I feel like that's too cheesy.
Yeah, it's really cheesy. Alright, I'll keep brainstorming.
All right. No, it's meaty. Yeah, yeah, very good, very good. Wow, this Tigrex. Yeah, Tigrex would be such a cool little pet if there were a tiny one. They really should. Oh wait, there's Monster Hunter Stories. What am I thinking of? There are pet monsters. They're called Monsties.
Yeah.
They're just big though. I wish you could like take care of them when they were babies, you know? They grow up too quickly in Monster Hunter Stories, you know?
I guess so.
I'm gonna ride the armadillo. And that is
Hello.
Oh, we killed it.
Nice.
I'm still super impressed by how quickly you like me. Like, do you not have to hold down the button to hit the like button? Like, what do you do? Do you just have it like... Do you have the button like pre-held to like my character?
No, I don't. I'm
It's
just
like
fat.
it says Liliana liked you, and then I am in the process of liking you while it says that. I'm like, how does he do it so quickly?
I'm just fast.
Micah's definitely pre-firing the like.
I'm just holding it before the monster's even
Yeah,
dead.
it sure seems like it. I don't know. I mean, it's possible it gives you the notification that it's killed somehow before me. There's like some latency. I have no idea. I don't know.
No, because we both say like it's
I
dead
know
at the same
at
time.
the same time, yeah. These mysteries will never be solved. Micah spends the whole hunt holding down the button. Well,
That would be hilarious, but also so annoying to actually play like that.
yeah, to just keep it the left on the D-pad held the whole time. That's
Yeah, because
hilarious.
like moving your thing the whole time.
All right, I'm gonna go put my dog over here. You stay here, and then I'm gonna go over here and do the warm-up animation. So feel free to hang out while the stream is ending, but we're gonna close it here. I gotta go to sleep. I'm pretty tired. I also need to get some water. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. And well, here, let's try and start it at the same time. All right, when are we starting?
Let me find it. All right, you got it.
Yep.
We'll go 3, 2, 1, go, and then on go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Close enough. All right.
Yeah, pretty
Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys had a wonderful evening, and I guess we'll see you guys in the next one. The next stream. Thanks for the stream. Good night. No problem, Ghost. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and presumably there will be a stream on Saturday and Sunday, but I can't say for certain. Don't really have a fixed schedule right now, so keep your eyes open for the next one. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys had a good one. This was a really fun one. We had a lot of conversations that were kind of cool. I don't really remember all of them, but a lot of stuff on my mind that was just kind of lingering there that needed to be like, I don't know, excavated, perhaps? Evacuated?
Held.
What?
Exercise.
Exercised? Yeah, something like that. Ah, yes. When I warm up, I practice picking up items from the ground as well.
She has to practice everything that she does every day.
In Monster Hunter, yeah, you're right. That's just a regular, like, hip stretch? No, that's bow. That's practicing the bow, right?
Yeah.
This one? What's this one?
Celebration, I guess, or
I don't know.
I don't know. What would you use this for? Punching when they're above you?
I,
The monster's above you, you're just punching up at it?
this is them hitting a little boogie. Yeah, that's definitely it. Yep. What is that one? I don't know. This one's throwing a barrel. I'm sure this one's throwing a barrel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you can in the further on in Monster Hunter Wilds, I think you can roll the barrels. So maybe this is a foreshadowing of that. This is jumping, I guess. Look at this guy. Look at this guy who has the audacity to walk between us. Before the warm-up, they put one AirPod in and blast Queen. My character blasts Seal. Kiss from a Rose.
Nice.
Oh, is that it? Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. Do you have any last words to say?
End the stream, quick, end the stream. End the stream, quick, right now.